Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and all that. It's Wednesday afternoon live number 77 with me, the grumpy old SaleenDriver. Grumpy old man, the fire Grantham man, whatever. Whatever you want to call me. You just call me whatever you want. But this is number 77, episode 77. Let me just clean up a couple of things here. Make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be. I see that some of the usual suspects have already shown up. I see my buddy Jesse J is here. And the dear, the lovely, the effervescent, the most put upon woman in all of YouTube, the Battle Angel. She's here. I'm sure some other people will arrive fairly shortly. Hey, I'm only 1 minute into the stream. I've already got a thumbs down. So that means that the trolls are also here to watch the most successful Wednesday afternoon live stream show in all of YouTube, which is about nothing in particular. We have to put that in to not have a copyright strike by Uncle Lou and or Pigskin Pete. Steve Pearson's here. Good to see you, sir. Steve Pearson is always is one of my best sources of sending me links to very funny, mostly political / social / economic TikTok videos. I probably should post a lot of them, but I'm not on TikTok, so the systems really don't let me post something that I'm not a member of. And I don't anticipate joining TikTok anytime in the near future. Captain Tripp says he's not here, so okay, good. Matt K is trying to start an orange and blue chant with Captain Tripp, so keep that going. We'd love to see that. Colby's here, finally got a day off. Well, good. I'm glad you're here, sir. And no, I haven't forgotten about our bet, Colby, even though I know I'm going to lose it. I am, there's always the slim chance I'll win. Yeah, I saw, speaking of other college football fans, I saw that the Tiger Cat, the lovely TK, posted one of her short 1 minute hot dog videos saying that she wants to do a live stream where she gets Alabama fans like J Dub and others who are probably all in their feels right now, and some A&M fans on a stream together so that they can sort out their differences or whatever. And I think that's an excellent idea. I'd like to watch it. So hopefully TK will post up when that video is happening. It should happen soon though, before too much time goes by and all the Alabama fans try and make us forget that they lost. I don't really have an opinion on that loss one way or the other than Alabama didn't look so good. I don't think they ever put any kind of real pressure on that quarterback for Texas A&M the whole game. I watched the game. I don't remember Alabama's defense getting a lot of pressure on the A&M quarterback. Makes me wonder what could have been with the Florida game had Florida decided to play a little defense and actually make a stop at a critical moment. But, water under the bridge and all that. Who else is in here? Uncle Lou is here. Uncle Lou is here early. He says, I warned you about using that phrase, show about nothing. You aren't leaving me very many choices. No, Lou, you can't get me for that because I use the word show about nothing in particular. So I've modified the phrase enough to avoid copyright issues. So you can't touch me, sir. I have lawyers on this, and they're all Jewish lawyers. So you're on shaky ground here, sir. Let's see. Jesse wants to talk about baseball. Moving on. Pizza Woman's here. Good to see you, my dear. Yeah, but if y'all want to talk baseball, I'll go in the other room and try and take a stimulant or something so I can stay awake. Because irregardless of the fact that, I'm not a big fan of pro sports in general, especially the big three. I've never really been a big fan of baseball just because it's so goddamn boring. Yes, that is the bet, Colby. If Florida wins, which is a really big if, you owe me $50. If UGA wins, I'm sending you a G-Shock, which is roughly a $50 watch. So, yeah, that's the bet. And because I'm a forward-thinking man, I have already found the watch on Amazon, and I put it on my wish list, and it's ready to go. So basically what I'll do, Colby, is if Georgia wins and I send you the watch, you need to get a hold of me, send me your address, and I'll just have the thing shipped directly to you. Actually, that's a good point to bring up. I did create an email for this channel. That's recent. I just put it up like a week or so ago. It's SaleenDriver watches at gmail.com. It's actually, if you go to my channel and you click on the About tab, the email, you have to click on a button that says show email or whatever. But the email is in there. So if somebody needs to get a hold of me and we're not connected on Facebook or something or some other way, you can email me at SaleenDriver watches. That's all one word, no spaces, at gmail.com. So, so far that email hasn't filled up with crap. I'm sure it will eventually, especially that it's out there and the trolls just love to find new ways to hit me up with their stupidity. Whatever. Let's see. Let's see. Uncle Lou says, lawyers, I'm taking this case to the People's Court, don't need a lawyer. Okay. I'll go in front of Judge Judy. I think she'd like me. Let's see. Captain Tripp says Mississippi State plus 70. Who's Mississippi State playing? That they're plus 7. Can you believe? I am shocked that Florida is 10 and a half point favorite. Pardon me, I'm sorry. 10 and a half point favorite over LSU in Baton Rouge. I don't have the watch, Colby. I'll try and find a link to it. Let's see. Raj, he said, damn, I should have made that bet. My boy would have 3 watches. Well, I'm only making 1 bet per game. I've got a bet with Colby on the Georgia game. I'm almost sure to lose. And I've got a bet with Mike Vick on the Missouri game. For some reason, he was all over the idea that Missouri was going to beat Florida. And I said, I'll take that bet because Missouri ain't. And this was before the season really started. And I said, Mike Vick, I'll take that bet because Missouri don't impress me. So we made the bet, and he's going to stick to it, even though Missouri looks very unimpressive. Uncle Lou, does anyone know what happened to Amped Up? I think it died a unannounced death. J-Dub is here, and he says the host has gone AWOL. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Amped Up. I never watched the show. I'm not a big karaoke lip sync name that tune kind of guy anyway. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. So, what else is going on out there in the world that y'all want to talk about? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't. If I remember right, the host of Amped Up was Carter. And I haven't really seen a lot on. I'm a subscriber to his channel. I should be getting alerts when he posts up stuff. I haven't seen anything from Carter in a little while, except for one BVD update video. And the last I heard about BVD was he had a procedure to drain fluid around his heart, and he was doing better. But I don't know where he is right now. Last I heard, he was in hospital in Johnson City. I probably should have tried to get a hold of Kayla and had some news for the stream, but I didn't think to do it. I've been busy all day. I actually just got home about 45 minutes ago to do the stream, so I apologize for not doing some homework for you guys. I apologize for that. I hope you'll forgive me. Let's see. Dirty Sanchez is here. Oh, gee, goody. Have I ever heard of blood over in net cult? No. Colby says NHL Seattle has a great match against. Yeah, Seattle has the new kids on the block of the Seattle Kraken. I hear they're supposed to be. I mean, obviously they were put together, from free agency and an expansion draft, but looks like they put together a decent team. In like the old days when you had to put a team together out of has-beens and rookies, you can go out on the free agency market and put together a good team now. So you can be like Las Vegas Golden Knights when they came into the league. They were competitive right away. They went deep into the playoffs in their first season. So, pro team expansion isn't what it used to be. It isn't like the old days when the Bucks joined the No Fun League back in the mid 70s and went winless for almost 2 complete seasons. I think their first victory ever was over New Orleans, if I remember correctly. So if somebody wants to look that up, feel free. But yeah, I mean, they were just an awful team for forever, really. But the first 2 seasons, I think they went 0-14, and then they went 2-12 in their second season. So then they just put the team together with basically garbage. Oh, look, there's a name I haven't seen in a while. How You Like? Haven't seen How You Like in a long time, at least not on this. I haven't seen you, sir, or ma'am, I'm not really sure which, in any stream for a long time. So welcome back, sir. Battle Angel said the same. What happened to Amped Up was the same thing that happened to Morningwood Nightcap and all that. You're probably not wrong, my dear. You're probably not wrong at all. Let's see. Kraken. Right. Dirty Sanchez, I think, is about to get into it with Battle Angel. There's a losing battle for Dirty Sanchez right there. Uncle Lou, which will come first, Saleen's episode 9 or the next episode of Morning Cap? Probably episode 9, Lou, because I'm more popular on the internet than they are. And I'll just make it episode 9 just to piss you off if that's what it takes. Dirty Sanchez says, "Go Leafs." No, no, sir. No, no. We don't tolerate maple loaf crap in here. It's go Bruins all the way. Thank you. Pizza One, what is a kraken exactly? It's a mythical. It's from Greek. It's either Greek or Roman. I think it's Greek mythology. It's an undersea creature that's really, really big and really, really nasty and eats everything, including people. And since Seattle is on the coast, I guess that's the tie-in. Or, I mean, it's a fictional character, sort of like a Seahawk. There's no such thing as a Seahawk. There's no such thing as a Kraken, so it fits. Let's see. Dirty Sanchez wants to know about Battle Angel's mom because he's cooking a Korean dish. Oh, that'll work. The Seattle crackheads. That's a good one, Trips. Yeah, Battle. It does see me as a serious question. That's rare for that's rare for Mr. Sanchez, but I guess it can happen. Colby wants to know why hockey allows fights. America is too soft for that. They don't allow fighting per se anymore. What passes for fights in hockey nowadays are love taps and dancing around to bad music, compared to the good old days back with teams like the Big Bad Bruins or the Broad Street Bullies or the lunch bucket brigade. Guys like O'Reilly and Espo and Cashman and Lafleur and Bobby Clark, guys that fought for a living. I mean, not exactly a very good documentary. If you ever seen the movie Slapshot, it's not really what hockey was exactly, but it was more like that than it wasn't like that. So I mean, hockey back in the day was fast. It was hard hitting. It was brutal. Nowadays, it's ice capades. It's guys who get angry at each other and grab each other's shirts and dance around for about 30 seconds until the referees jump in and say, "Okay, boys, okay," and then they pat each other on the ass and say, "Good fight, good fight," and everyone bangs their sticks against the boards and think they did something. And the days of the enforcers and the goons and the hard hits and body checks, they're gone. They're gone. It's basically, you wrap people in bubble wrap and they skate around and you have 115 mile an hour slap shots instead of 80 mile an hour slap shots, but you don't have the fighting anymore. And if you do, you get hit with an instigator. The instigator penalty way back when killed hockey, as far as I'm concerned. Where did I leave off here? Yeah, Raj, watch Clash of the Titans. You'll see a representation of the Kraken. Or you can watch one of those Pirates of the Caribbean movies where at the end you sort of see what the Kraken was supposed to be. Great line at the end there where Captain Jack Sparrow walks into the mouth of the Kraken. Just before he walks into the mouth of the Kraken, he says, "Hello, beastie." I thought that was funny as hell. Let's see. It's Pizza Woman said it's go Yotes for me. I don't know what a Yote is, okay? Yeah, the older version of Clash of the Titans, not the new one, the old one. Let's see. Rangers versus Capitals tonight. Go Rangers. No, go Bruins. Bruins don't actually start their season until Saturday. I'm kind of upset about that. I remember the Augusta Lynx. They were an ECHL team. I remember their existence. I saw them play once when they were down here playing the Florida Everblades down in Fort Myers. Not a bad team. ECHL is minor league hockey. It's about 2 levels down from the NHL. So it's a lot more of a raw league. There is more fighting. The play isn't quite as crisp as the big boys, but it's a lot of fun to watch, and it's not terribly expensive. You guys in the Atlanta metro area, you have a team up there. I think they're either the Atlanta Gladiators or the Gwinnett Gladiators. You should go check them out. It's a lot of fun. Uncle Lou says UGA fans are trying to start a Stetson for Heisman campaign. Oh boy, that's bad. See, is Mike Vick in here? I guess he is because somebody asked him a question. Let's see. Jeff Webster is echoing exactly what I said. Hockey fights are not the same as you remember from the 70s. How you like it? Well, yeah, Slapshot was a great hockey movie. It was a lot of fun. The ending was kind of flat, though. I thought that was kind of silly, but, it is what it is. Paul Newman at his best. Let's see. Uncle Lou says Tennille must be dead if she's on here. Let's see. Anyway, I am going to drop the StreamYard link because that seems to be something y'all like to have happen. While I'm doing that, I would ask, please don't forget to click the thumbs up button. That does help me out. I still only have the 1 thumbs down, so that's pretty good. I would also remind you that the super chat function is available at the bottom of the screen, at the bottom of the chat window, in case you would like to contribute to my Grail Watch Fund. Also, I've just posted the PayPal link if you want to join me there. Now, the rules, there is the one rule that's the hard and fast rule. If you're joining the StreamYard, the camera has to be on. Thank you, Will. I appreciate that. The camera has to be turned on. I have to see that you are you and not a troll, and I have to see that you are clothed. Thank you.
No problem, man. What's up, Saleen?
Another Wednesday afternoon live.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, no, they're one of those.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Gladiators. Yeah, I've seen 5 games of theirs, and they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of hockey in general. I mean, I was born in Boston. I grew up watching the Bruins it was a ritual around my house every weekend. My father's father, Papa, I call him Papa, Grandpa, my mother's father, my dad and I would sit in the living room and watch the Bruins games on, I think it was Channel 4 at the time. And we watch football, we watch hockey. It would be, and we go to some games at the Garden. Yes, it is pronounced the Garden.
Yes, the Garden. The Garden.
And all right, J Dub, I got you. You can stop that with the eyes now. That's very creepy. Thank you.
So the Bruins. Well, if you were to support a Florida team, who would you support? The Florida Panthers or the Tampa Bay Lightning?
I would support the Lightning basically because I live within 50 miles of Tampa. So,
okay.
And I'm not a big fan of any team that's based in Miami because I'm not a big fan of the city of Miami or the county of Dade.
Yeah, I'm a Rangers fan because, I would have been a Thrashers fan if they were still around, but I like New York teams, so I decided, you know what, I'll just be a Rangers fan. I have a Rangers sweatshirt.
Now I lived in Atlanta for Metro Atlanta. I live in Kennesaw, to be specific, for 10 years, from 91 to 01. And in that time, we had the Atlanta Knights, which was a member of the old, now defunct International Hockey League, the IHL. And they actually witnessed them in 94. They won the Turner Cup, which was that league's equivalent of the Stanley Cup. And it was the first major Atlanta team to win a championship 1 year before the Braves won. I know it doesn't really count to a lot of people because it's minor league hockey. But watching the Atlanta now, I was a season ticket holder with my then wife, now ex-wife, for 4 years. And just enjoyed the hell out of that. And they left because the Omni was being torn down to make way for what was then called Phillips Arena. I don't know what it's called now.
It's State Farm Arena.
State Farm Arena now. And they brought in, they got their second shot at an NHL team with the Thrashers. The Knights ended up going up to Quebec and becoming the Raphaels, which is French for high winds or cyclone or something, some shit like that. And I saw a few Thrashers games, and I got to say, they were horrible.
Yeah.
They stunk. Even by NHL expansion standards, the Thrashers were just atrocious.
Except the 2006-07 season.
Yeah, but by then I had moved to Florida.
Yeah, 2006-07 was the year we won the Southeast Division.
Yep.
And then we just sucked.
I've always been a Bruins fan. I've never disassociated myself with Bruins, even though I moved to Miami. I moved to the west coast of Florida. I lived in Atlanta. I moved back to the west coast of Florida.
So you hate the Canadians a lot, probably, the Montreal Canadiens.
Yes, I hate the Montreal Canadiens with a passion.
Yeah, Bruins fans hate them.
And it's not just the team. You know, Bruins fans generally don't just hate the Montreal Canadian team. We hate the fucking fans.
Yeah.
You have to picture a Montreal Canadian fan. Some of you think, and with respect to, all due respect to you, J-Dub, if you think Alabama fans are arrogant, if you think LA Laker fans are arrogant, if you think New York Yankees are arrogant, Bush League, fucking amateur hour. Montreal Canadian fans are the most arrogant. It's a twofer. They have I think 26 Stanley Cup championships to their credit.
Yeah,
and they're French. Absolutely, the combination of being French Canadian and being NHL royalty, even though they haven't been relevant since 1993, which
they were in the Stanley Cup this year. Yeah,
but they haven't been relevant until last year, and they haven't won anything since nine. You think as a Florida fan, I always get a warm smile on my face when I think 1980. No.
No, of course you don't.
I get all warm and fuzzy when I think the Montreal Canadian fan base hasn't had a cup to celebrate since well, who was president? Since George W. No, wait, that was
HW, or is it?
No, it wasn't HW. No, it was HW, wasn't it? Or Clinton? No, 93 was Clinton.
Yeah, Clinton.
Since Bill Clinton was president, the Montreal Canadian fan base has been suffering, and nothing as a Bruins fan makes me happier than to know that fan base is grinding their teeth, especially since in that time period, the two most southern hockey teams in the league, Dallas and Tampa, have won cups, and they got Schneebates. And we lost J-Dub. I guess we bored him to death.
Yeah.
Or something.
Is anyone else?
No, I'm not angry, Dirty Sanchez. I'm not angry. I am happy. I am trash talking about something I truly know about. And
the 2010
trash talking the Montreal fucking Canadians is some of the best trash talking I will ever do.
You know, I remember
I
the
mean,
2014 Eastern Conference Finals when the Rangers beat the Canadians.
you know who was the happiest man in the planet that day?
You?
This guy.
Yeah, I
This
bet
guy.
you. I bet you were. I bet you were. Yeah, the
Oh,
Rangers beat them.
anytime the Canadians get bounced out of the playoffs,
And we beat them
um,
in 2017 too.
yeah, and we beat them too. We beat them in on the way to our Stanley Cup. The Bruins won the cup in
2011.
2011.
Yeah, and then Vancouver fans just destroyed their city.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of, you know, it was really funny too. One of the keys to that team was, or the underrated keys to that team was a gentleman named Milan Lucic, who I think should still be a Bruin, but
Yeah.
he was an old throwback heavy hitter back to the good old days. And he was a native of Vancouver.
Oh.
And he skated the cup and they booed him.
Oh.
Because they didn't win the cup in Boston, they won in Vancouver, which was a shame, but you know, it is what it is. And they booed him. I mean, his family was in the building and they threw things at they were throwing things at him.
Oof. That's sad.
But you know, hockey in Canada is like, you know, college football in the South. I mean, it's that level.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah, but I hated the 2014 Stanley Cup when the Kings beat us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, you talk about, you know, hockey cities, you know, cities that have hockey teams that have won the cup in the time that Montreal hasn't won the cup.
Well, 99.
I mean, that's got to be good. And last year to lose the Stanley Cup, I think that Montreal is arguably the northernmost team in hockey, an original 6 team, hockey royalty, blah, blah, blah. They lost to the Rednecks from Florida. They lost to the Florida man.
All right, what do you got, J-Dub?
Kind of big goal. What happened, J-Dub?
What happened, J-Dub?
Bore you to death?
Oh, no, I had a phone call I had to take.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Wait a minute.
So, yeah, Des Moines got Des Moines has an AHL team, the Iowa Wild, which is associated with the Minnesota Wild.
Yeah, them.
And I don't care for them. I mean, I go every now and then. It's fun. It's a good level. I mean, AHL is the next step down. It's like AAA baseball. It's the, you know,
ECHL is like AA hockey, probably.
Yeah, ECHL is one step below the AHL.
Right.
Now, the team local to me, there's a team local to me in the ECHL. That's the Florida Everblades.
Yeah, there you go.
They're down in Fort Myers. It's about an hour and 15-minute drive from me from where I am. And it's not a bad stadium. The nice thing about those games is the tickets are relatively inexpensive. Last time I went, it was about $25 a piece.
Yeah.
The stadium is all one level. There it isn't, you know, a big circle and then another tier and then another tier, like say the Lightning.
The Gladiators have a second deck.
Yeah, but
Infinite.
ECHL has a single deck, and there's Colby, and what I always do is I buy the top row center ice. And I'm sitting right on the red line, and I can see the whole sheet of ice, and it's still close enough where you can follow the game very easily.
Bird's eye view, yeah.
And it's about $25 a pop. So, and my girls really enjoyed going to those games. So.
You know what's funny is when I saw my first ever Atlanta Gladiators game, it was against the Florida Everblades, and we got our ass kicked.
The Everblades usually put together a decent team.
Yeah,
I believe they're associated with the Hurricanes.
The Gladiators, you know what's good for you, Saleen? The Gladiators are an affiliate of the Bruins.
Yeah, I know.
So what I like to do is I like to sit on a goal line about opposite the bench, so I can look into the benches. I like to be on one of the goal lines or between the goal line and the dot, and about 10 rows off the ice. You still get a
Yeah.
good view of the opposite end of the ice. You still get a good view of the sheet, but then you're down where there's a lot of hitting, and I like that. Hockey's the one sport I've always told this to people, even especially those who don't. Most people who say they don't like hockey is because they've never been to it live. They don't understand it. They think there's a bunch of rules and there's only like 5.
Yeah.
It's very easy to explain hockey, but hockey is the one sport where you have to see it live. If you go and see it live, that completely changes. Like today happens to be the 13th. Okay, it's my ex-wife's birthday. My ex-wife turns 54 today. When we started dating, one of the first dates we went on was an Iowa Hogs. That's who they were at the time. Hockey match. And I just thought I'll do something. She'd never been to one. I thought, let's go someplace she's never been before. And she fell in love with the sport. She's like, well, this is nothing like I thought it was. And
exactly.
Once you see it live, that doesn't mean you're going to be a fan, but it's certainly a sport that's a much better experience when it's live.
That kind
it's
of
like baseball. It's like baseball. Baseball's great on TV. It's really good on the radio, but it's amazing live.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of soccer in a way. A lot of people don't like soccer because us Americans just in general don't like soccer. But if you go see a soccer match live, it's incredible. The atmosphere is unbelievable. You can actually see the full field. It's amazing.
Colby, I have friends who are that live in Chicago who are big fans of the Fire, and they just rave over it.
Yep. The Fire's been good. They used to be very good. They're kind of struggling right now, but they're always in the playoffs.
They just returned to Soldier Field, didn't they? Because they were playing there.
I don't know. I don't follow it.
The Fire?
Asking. Yeah, I think before they were playing in their own stadium, and then I think they returned to the Soldier Field.
I'm not sure.
I mean, I know they used to play at Soldier Field. I know that.
I know Atlanta United racks in more fans than Atlanta Falcons do.
Oh,
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
I know that. I know that there's been talk about the Bears moving out to Arlington Heights. The thing about Soldier Field, if you've ever been to Chicago, if you know anything about Chicago, is that Soldier Field is an easy venue to get to. It's an easy venue to park at. Now, that doesn't mean it's a 5-minute drive. I mean, you got to go through all the traffic like you do at any professional sports thing. I mean, it's not, you're going to sit in traffic. I don't care what venue you're going to. But as far as where is it at in the city and how easy can you get there, for a place as congested as Chicago, Soldier Field is a cinch.
I heard that they were going to replace Soldier Field with a new stadium. I believe I heard Arlington, but
Arlington, they want to build on the old racetrack site, which is out by, well, it's not fair to say by O'Hare, but in that direction, north and west of the city.
See, I don't know shit.
If you know Matty Sims, it wouldn't be terribly far from where Matty Sims lives. It'd only be like 10 minutes from his house.
So it's
I've been
harder
to Chicago once, and it was
along anymore.
I've been to Chicago once, and it was for I was actually on the Steve Harvey show once. He records up there in Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Does he record in the Hancock building?
Yes, it actually was. Yes.
Yeah, because there's
all Chicago one time I was there when I worked for IBM. I was there to train some folks at the IBM building right on the water. And man, they weren't kidding about that wind. I'm telling you. But
I'd love to catch a Blackhawks game one time.
It's funny that you mentioned Hawks because
what's up, Mr. Vic?
Chicago native. If you live in Chicago, true Chicagoans don't call the wind the wind. They call it the hawk. They say the hawk is out.
Huh.
What happens in the winter is
the what?
What happens in the winter is the lake is cold, the city's warm, and so that means the city is drawing wind off the lake. I mean, it's going to where the cold air is going to where the warm air is. Well,
Right.
it wants to rise. Well, the problem is it gets in the loop and it gets downtown, and there's 60 buildings that are 50 stories or more higher. So it has nowhere to go. It's trapped. It's in canyons. It's in skyscraper canyons, and so it accelerates. So there's
Like what
yeah.
happens when you restrict water flow.
Right, exactly. It's like you take water from a drain and then put it in a smaller pipe, and all of a sudden the water starts really flow. That's what the wind does. It doesn't really act like that in the summer, but in the winter it does, and it's a bitch. I've been on the L and gotten off the L where it was 20 degrees and it was snowflakes, and 15 minutes later I've gotten off the train and it's 15 degrees and there's 4 inches of snow.
Is everything okay?
Well,
And that's all
Big
because of the
Lee?
lake.
Good to see
It's
you.
what happens in Buffalo too. I hear it's actually way worse in Buffalo. Buffalo gets it worse than Chicago.
Hey,
Abrupt
Saleen.
ending. What abrupt ending?
When you went to Chicago, did you see the did you go inside the Sears Tower?
Yeah, actually, I did. They gave us they gave us some time off, and I said, "Well, I got to do this. I mean, I'm a tourist. This is something I got to do." And so went up all the way as far as we could go.
It's
And-
shorter than the Freedom Tower in New York City.
Yeah, well, this was back in when was this? This was back in the 97. Yeah, 97 era.
I'd like
So-
to encourage anyone who's in the stream or in the chat. If you do go to Chicago, do what Colby did. Colby was in the Hancock Building. The John Hancock Building, they call it Big John, is on the north end of Michigan Avenue. It's literally the north end of the Magic Mile. It's 94 floors is where the observation deck is at. Do not waste your money and think you're going to go on an observation deck and go up to the top of the Sears building, which is, I think you go up to the 98th floor there. The view, the panorama and the view and what you can see is much, much more interesting from the Hancock building. So just as a bit of tourist advice, if you're going to do one, and I would suggest that you please do it, go up once during the day and then go up at night and see the city all lit up.
Yep.
Do
So,
the
I'll-
Hancock
Good
building.
advice
Don't
for
go up
tourists.
in the Sears. Go up in the Hancock so you can look straight down
So
the
it's a
loop.
better view of Chicago, you're saying?
We
Oh,
it was-
much better. See, because if you're in the Hancock, you can look north towards Wrigley, out towards O'Hare. You can look down on top of the United Center, and if you turn around, you can look right down Lakeshore Drive. So you're looking right down the lake. You're looking right down Michigan Avenue. You can see Soldier Field. You can see the museums. You can see Navy Pier. It's just a much better view.
It's
Yeah, and also
that's
another
good
good
advice,
piece of
'cause I've never
tourist
been.
advice is wear Kevlar.
the good thing is I've never been to Chicago, so now I can know that for the time I go to Chicago.
we
Thanks.
went up there at night, Jeff Webster, and we recorded at night, and you're right, it's absolutely beautiful. Hancock Building, definitely go up there.
Yeah, that's
we
that's
were
the
actually
one.
up there because I was so there was a, if I can tell you a story real quick, there was a girl at my high school our senior year, and she had Down syndrome, and I went around school like, hey, like it would be awesome. This girl's a great girl. Let's vote her for homecoming queen. So she went all over Ellen. She went on the Steve Harvey show, and I didn't get to go to Ellen, thank God, but I did get to go to Steve Harvey, and it was really cool.
How are
Yeah,
you
there's
guys?
there's
Long
like
time ago, but it's something worth. I don't know. It was something cool.
yeah, all the Oprah, Steve Harvey, all the radio, all the TV, all that stuff in Chicago was inside the Hancock Building.
Okay.
I lost Colby.
Huffer Billy Paw says Boston is still my favorite city.
It's still my favorite city too.
So yeah, I
Yeah,
remember.
that's-
I remember
like,
when the
if
Bruins
you're a
played the
fan of-
Blackhawks. I remember when the Bruins played the Blackhawks in the Stanley Cup Final in 2013.
Sorry about that.
I mean,
We
you're
don't
a
talk
fan
about
of-
that here.
Sorry. Go ahead, J-Dub.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, if you're a fan of architecture, if you're a fan of physically, you're looking at it, what your eyes are looking at. What does the city look
So-
like? You can't beat Chicago. You can't.
Eh,
I
Just
think
go.
Seeing
Just
you
go
from
on.
the
Just
back
go,
of an
just go on
ambulance
Google.
because somebody shot you.
I mean,
Just go on
some
Google Images. Just
some might
go on
think
Oh.
Google.
some
Just
might
go
think
on Google Images and go Google Images Chicago skyline. You can't beat it.
Well,
You're
New
not
York
gonna-
maybe. New York could beat
Hey,
it.
what's
for all
up,
you know.
Neo? Good to see you, man.
New York could beat it maybe.
Hey, guess what I'm going to this Friday? Or where?
Where are you going?
I'm
Where
going
you
to Colorado.
Oh,
for a
nice.
hockey game.
For an Avalanche
No,
game?
not for family stuff.
I tell you,
Okay.
Nate the Great gets to travel quite a bit.
I know.
I'm a little jealous. I don't
I
get to
haven't
travel that much.
I've
Nate,
traveled-
where in Colorado are you going?
Castle Rock.
Are you driving?
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my
Gee.
God, ladies and gentlemen, Nate the Great is about to experience potentially the worst 6 hours you can spend on an interstate in the United States.
Yes.
He's about to traverse the state of Wisconsin, the state of Nebraska, and eastern Colorado. The 6 hours in absolute hell on an interstate.
You know, I
I'll
love
be
the
praying
drive.
for you.
6 hours of
I
hell.
love the drive from Georgia to Florida. It's beautiful.
But
Yeah,
what
so
Nate's
why is
about
What's
to
it-
do-
beautiful about it?
Let me make this.
It's just
Okay,
nice.
why is it 6 hours of hell?
It's flat
Imagine,
and there's nothing there.
yes.
So basically, I'm
He'll
going
drive
there
for
because-
hours and not even see a tree.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
so
you mean it's just
peaceful.
really boring?
The
You-
drive is
yeah,
so
Yes.
peaceful,
Like, there's
you
just
don't
nothing
decide
there.
whether or
Nebraska is
not you've been
really
moving.
boring. Except for the, I don't know about hey Jeff. Do you know where Kearney is? I think you do. Do you know the arch? What you know?
Yes,
you know
the Arch at Kearney. The Arch at Kearney is neat,
Yep.
but that's pretty much it. But on the other
Yeah,
hand,
that's it.
once you get into central Colorado and you start seeing the Rockies, and everything changes then.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But-
and then
but that-
east.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, I know.
But
So
getting to
I've
the Rockies,
yes, so I've been there.
from Omaha is that's challenging.
Yeah. Yeah, we basically the reason why we're going is my older cousin Brandon should have said his name, but whatever. He's gonna be stationed in London, so we're gonna celebrate that in Colorado.
He's in the Air Force.
He has Air Force, yeah.
All right, so he's going to get stationed at Hayford then in London.
Yep.
That's a good posting, Nate. He's getting a great posting.
Mm-hmm. I forgot what rank he is. I forgot what it is. He's not a pilot or anything. He just I forgot what he does, but
Mechanics,
all-
maybe.
Huh?
He like works on the planes, maybe.
I think so.
But that's the post he's going to. That's the UK post all the guys in the Air
Yep.
Force want. That's the one they hope they get. So he got a good post.
Yeah. He basically he works on the the lights when you do this, where the plane takes off when you
Yeah.
do the I think he does that. I don't know.
Hey,
Hey,
Nate,
Nate,
when you
Nate,
go out to Colorado,
Uncle
are
Lou
you,
wants to know if you're going to smoke weed when you get to Colorado.
Yeah,
No.
you
'Cause
take
it's
it
legal
back.
there.
Don't smoke weed, Nate.
No, I
It's not
won't.
good for you.
It's legal there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
It's even legal in the Pacific, right? The Northwest.
I think Maine has made it legal, or maybe Maryland.
The East.
Yeah.
When's it going
I
to be
don't
time
know
for the
who-
East to make it legal?
Atlanta's legal.
Yeah, whether it's legal or not, it's legal in Atlanta. And anyone who's been
legal
who's
in
at the
Portland,
Club
Oregon.
Not
Olympics,
legal in Georgia, is it?
Anyone who was at the Slob Olympics in March
Yeah,
knows
it's
that Atlanta had
legal
plenty
where
of weed.
not enforced. So yeah, it's
If you have,
legal where not enforced.
It's
So.
Evidently, in
decriminalized in the
downtown
cities of Atlanta.
everything is legal and because it's not enforced.
Yeah.
Street racing,
Drug
drug use,
good.
prostitution, robbery. Have at it, man.
Weed is
Yeah.
decriminalized in Atlanta.
No, everything's decriminalized in Atlanta. The cops don't want to get out of their cars.
It has been decriminalized. It's been
Pete asked me if I ever.
It's been depoliced.
Peace and Pete asked me if I ever watched Nebraska play on weed. Yes, that was on Saturday.
Probably better for you that way.
Have you ever watched Nebraska play on weed?
The only thing the Atlanta cops were willing to enforce was a bunch of fat white guys playing cornhole on the wrong sidewalk.
Yeah, what was up with that? They made y'all move?
Yeah, it made us move across the street to the hotel side of the street on the hotel sidewalk instead of the sidewalk next to the closed Centennial Park. Why?
That's just stupid.
Good question. Anybody have any idea why?
That's
probably because they thought that the sidewalk on the park side was part of the park, and park was closed because of the Wuhan Red Death, and so they figured move us over to the other side of the street, which was right next to the hotel, and then they didn't care anymore, and then they drove away.
Yeah. That way you could be in front of an operating business and thus interfere with commerce.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
because reasons, I mean, and they never got out of their cars. They just got on their loudspeakers, hit the siren real quick to get our attention.
Yeah, I know. I missed it. Yeah, I missed it because I was in the bathroom. So.
They really
just
turned
decided
on
to finish his cornhole round despite what the cops were saying.
So I missed it. Y'all had already moved to the other side by the time I got back. So
it's all right. That was the only time law enforcement in Atlanta cared about anything.
So I missed all the fun. So and I missed when Chess said, "F you, I'm gonna finish this round."
Yeah, because that's what a brilliant thing a country boy from Georgia should say to the urbanized cops in the city of Atlanta.
Speaking of Chess, I've been trying to find that stream where BVD screamed, "Chess, wake up!"
Yeah,
I'm still trying to find it.
Chess, wake up!
I know
I was on that stream.
Celine was in it. Celine was in that stream.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what BB did with that one.
I don't think he took it down.
Laughing.
It's got to be there somewhere.
His chest was falling asleep on a stream, and then BVD told him to wake up.
BVD got it.
Fell asleep.
BVD didn't warn any of the rest of us. I was in there when that happened, and it almost blew all our eardrums, but it was funny.
Celine was in there.
Well, BVD was making a hand signal because I was talking, and he was making a hand signal like, and then he blew our eardrums out with "Chess, wake up!" And the chest fell off his chair or whatever he was.
Jesus.
I almost broke my ribs. I was laughing so.
You know how I found that in the Learn the Alphabet with Uncle Lou and BVD.
I think that's the hardest I've seen Celine laugh.
That was I was
yes.
I mean, I needed a good laugh, and that provided it because
I would have gone deaf if I was in that thing.
But I wanted to ask the loser in this channel, Jeff Webster, this past weekend. Oh man, I'm sorry to do this, Jeff. I wanted to.
Here we go.
Oh god!
Don't start a holy war on my stream. Is all I.
No. See, if you haven't figured it out yet, I can take it. So go ahead.
Yeah,
no. I'm not going to give it to you, so you don't have to take
it.
But I wanted to ask you, your honest opinion about Alabama, where they're at right now, how they can come back, because I know they can come back. It's not a question of that. But I want to hear, as an Alabama fan, And I tried to push you to go on Lou's stream last night, but you have better things to do, I guess. I just want to hear your opinion on Alabama.
Well, I think they're a wounded animal now. I think they've got lots of trouble. I disagree with the people that say that this loss was on Bryce Young. I think Bryce Young has played very well.
I agree.
Look, Alabama dropped 2 touchdown passes.
Oh yeah.
And they had 3 drops that would have extended drives that were on 3rd down. Now that's not Pete Golding's fault. He can't go out there and make John Mechie and Gerald Billingsley catch the damn ball when it's right in their hands.
Yeah, he should have caught that thing.
Yes, and you had a Texas A&M, to his great credit, linebacker make a fantastic interception in the corner of the end zone when Alabama should have been running the ball from 1st and goal on the 4th. So there was some play calling and some, but I'm taking nothing away from A&M. To beat Alabama, they have to not be on their A game. They've got to give you the opportunity. But then, to your credit, you have to take advantage of that opportunity. Florida had that opportunity and didn't take advantage of it. A&M had the opportunity and did. And when that happens, you can beat Alabama. I mean, they're not gods. I mean, somebody's going to get them. What I'm concerned about now, what I would be concerned about if I was potentially a Georgia fan, because if you're a Georgia fan, you're looking ahead, you're thinking, Bama wins the West. Okay, we're going to beat them in Atlanta. Okay, the worst thing that could have happened for Georgia was Alabama get there with a loss. And I'm going to say the reverse. I desperately want Georgia to win out. Please, God, don't let Georgia lose a game, because I don't want to play a team in Atlanta that's fighting for their playoff life. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I hear you exactly. I do not want to face a pissed off Alabama Nick Saban team. I do not want to do that.
I don't want to play a wounded, mad as hell Georgia team that thinks I've got to win to make the playoffs. I don't want anything to do with that. I want Georgia to be nice and comfortable and fat and happy.
Yeah. If I was an Alabama fan, I would feel the same way.
Because look, if Bama is 11-1 and Georgia's 12-0, and Bama beats Georgia ain't going nowhere. They're going to the playoffs.
Yep. Yeah.
So, but I don't want Georgia 11-1 going, no 2-loss team is ever getting into the playoffs, and then I got to deal with that. I don't want anything to do with that. No.
Well, Georgia, Alabama, looking at their schedule, they should win out. Georgia,
they should, yes, but you never know.
Hey, Kentucky's
going to win out and roll into Atlanta undefeated. I mean, the only 2 teams that Georgia faces that are any kind of challenge. Well, I don't think Kentucky's much of a challenge. Florida this week. I certainly don't think that.
Florida.
I don't think Florida is much of a challenge for Georgia at this stage of the game. So. Both teams' runs to Atlanta are fairly certain.
Kobe, if I could say for Bama, what Bama will do now is Bama will play scared. They won't be scared of who they're playing. They're not going to be scared of Mississippi State. They're not going to be scared of LSU. They're not going to be scared of Auburn or Arkansas or Tennessee. They're not going to be scared of them. They're going to be scared of not living up to their own standard, and that's what makes them dangerous, because they were scared in 11. They were scared in 12. They were scared in 15. They were scared in 17, and those turned out to be pretty good years.
Yep.
I'm not saying that this won't be 19 where they get another loss in the regular season. That's not what I'm saying, because I've been predicting all along that they would lose a game in the regular season. I just thought it would be at Auburn, not at LSU, not at A&M.
Right. You gotta get the dog under control.
That bark scared me.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
But just I can just say this. The atmosphere that I was in Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City Saturday was out of this world. It was absolutely amazing. And I just think of Saturday, last Saturday, as a college football fan, and I hope we get another one of these Saturdays at least once more during the season. Look at what happens at the well, to me, my time, the 11 o'clock games. You get that great thrilling Red River shootout. You get exactly at the same time as the Arkansas Ole Miss game is going on. Then you get great games during the afternoon. Then you have the big upset at night. I mean, it was just all day long. It was outstanding college football all the way through.
Well, Jeff, let me ask you this. Do you think Bama? I know Arkansas might be your biggest test. I know you have to play LSU and Auburn. Do you think y'all lose another game before going to? Well, if y'all lose another game, y'all won't be going to Atlanta. But do you think y'all will?
Man, my dog is freaking hyper.
I think Bama will struggle win their way to Atlanta. That's what I think. I think there'll be a couple of blowouts and a couple of struggle wins, but I think they'll persevere, and I think they'll get to Atlanta. Now, once they get to Atlanta, it's all bets are off.
How do you think they'll do against
Georgia? Georgia right now is just Frankenstein, just Godzilla, stomping through Tokyo.
How do you think they're going to do in Jordan Hare? How do you think they're going to do in Jordan Hare?
If they go to Jordan Hare and their entire season is on the line, like it was a couple of years ago, I think they'll remember that couple of years ago, because the gap between a wounded Alabama right now is who are clearly not what they were. I mean, the offense lost 3 of the 5 Heisman Trophy winners, the Remington and the Outland Trophy winner. Okay, you're not going to replace that, and Bama fans who thought they were insane.
Well,
what I'm saying is the gap between Alabama and Auburn is greater this year than it was in 2019. I think.
Okay, well, I have to disagree there. Alabama's defense was supposed to be the best defense they've had in 5-6 years. Correct?
All right, here's what. But look,
correct.
The problem with Alabama's defense is they've got 2 starting linebackers out. Tua has played horribly in the middle, which is crucial to the type of defense that Alabama's playing. The middle linebacker, Dante Hightower, Mosley, a name you can go down the list. He's got to play well, and he hasn't. And badly overlooked, I think, by almost everybody in the A&M game, is that they lost Malachi Moore to a targeting call like the 5th play of the game. He was the on-field adjuster in the secondary, and I think that really hurt him as the game went along, not having his experience back there. So I think Bama struggles, but they keep winning, and they look ugly while they're doing it.
See, I think that Alabama's defense, I don't want to say #poverty. I don't think they're poverty. No. They're a good team. But compared to Alabama's past defenses, they are poverty. Y'all gave up.
Well, they're not
points to Florida. Y'all gave up so many points to Florida. Lost to Texas A&M, an unranked team. This defense has to figure it out. If they don't, they might not make it to Atlanta. And if they do, they're going to get curb stomped on the side of the head by Georgia.
Yeah, the Georgia offense had scored 14 points in Lexington last year, right? That Georgia offense.
Yeah, that
It's Georgia's defense that scares the hell out of me, not their offense.
Yeah.
That poverty.
Georgia's defense versus Alabama's offense.
The poverty defense you're laughing at absolutely choked the living life out of Ole Miss until there were about 10 minutes left to go in the game, and they started putting reserves in, and then got a bad call in the back of the end zone to give up the last touchdown. So they gave up 21 to Ole Miss that's been lighting everybody else up. That poverty defense, okay, yeah, it's not 11, it's not 12, it's not the we scored 10 touchdown 15 defense. I'll give you that. But it's not the number 86 defense in the country.
Yeah, but you have the 86th ranked offensive line in the country. Y'all's offensive line is atrocious. It is so bad. Texas A&M rushed y'all's quarterback so many times, like he was shaking in his boots, and I've never seen that.
Oh, part of it, yeah, and a lot of that is the play calling and the designed protection schemes, which were clearly weak. Clearly. But look, The two Brockemeyer twins are sitting there red-shirted, and the number 4 offensive tackle in the country is sitting there red-shirted. I'm going to say what I said back in May, said what I'm going to say back in June. The year to get Alabama, the year to put Alabama's nose in the shit is this year.
Hell yeah.
Because with the recruiting class Saban had the last 2 years, 22, 23, 24, Alabama might just be the absolute kind of Alabama that all y'all just absolutely fucking hate. So this is the year to get them. And if I was if I was a Georgia fan, I would be sky high right now, man. I'd be circling the moon. This is my chance. This is when I want to get them because I'm loaded right when they're not.
It's like
another version. I get it. Yeah.
It's another version of 2007. Oh, really, Lou? It's another version of 2007.
I just had to.
How about, so 2007 was the last time you guys lost to an unranked. In 2007 was the last time you lost to an unranked opponent, and then you finally did it again this year.
Yeah, here's the deal. Here's the deal with that, with the losing to the unranked opponent. It was 100 straight. Okay, Miami had the second longest streak. That used to be 72. The longest current streak in the country, broken this year when they lost to NC State, was Clemson at 36. So in other words, when Alabama was sitting at 98,
nobody cares about some streak you don't have anymore.
Clemson was sitting
You have
at
a 1-game
36.
losing streak to unranked teams. That's what you have. You have a 1-game losing streak to unranked teams. That's what you have. No one cares about what you used to have.
And what you used to have
an offensive line.
You used to not lose at home to unranked South Carolina on your homecoming.
Actually, that wasn't on our homecoming, and we've never not lost to unranked teams. That's never been a thing for Georgia, ever. So, again, you don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, our past is better than yours that doesn't exist. I'm sorry.
Well, good. If we were doing this stream last year, it would make a lot of sense to talk about your streak against ranked teams. But right now, you have a 1-game losing streak to unranked.
Well, yeah, that's obvious. Duh, yeah. I can read the paper.
Now, who do you want to play in the Citrus Bowl? Michigan State?
We're going to end up playing Iowa probably in the Sugar Bowl. If I had to guess right now,
you're not going to the Kentucky's going to that game, not Alabama.
Wrong.
Okay. Well, when Kentucky's sitting there at 11-1 and you're sitting there at 10-2, and you better hope you're not sitting there at 10-2, because if you are, you're then going to be sitting there at 10-3. So Citrus Bowl, poverty. Poverty is Alabama watching Kentucky playing the Sugar Bowl. That's poverty.
And Georgia, last time we lost to a non-Power 5 team was Boise State. So, what was it?
2012.
Kirby's never lost to a non-Power 5 team.
Yeah, it was 2012. Yeah, it was 2011.
It was 2011.
Yeah, it was 2011 to Boise State.
Never has.
To Boise State.
Saban has though.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it was 2011 to Boise State. That's right.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
But in the Power Rankings.
Yeah, and then we lost to UCF in the bowl game in 2010. So.
Is Michael Hogg really in Vegas counting cards?
I haven't seen Michael Hogg on any stream in like a month.
I think honestly, I don't want to, probably shouldn't say this on stream, but I think his phone bill is a problem, so he can't get on the internet. So I had a friend of mine say that he had to pay his phone bill, so I don't know.
So he's not in Vegas counting cards?
Yeah, he should be, maybe.
Oh, Tennille's in the chat.
He was real high on.
Hey, Jeff,
Tennille's here now.
Yeah, hey Jeff, did you know that that Texas A&M scored more points against New Mexico than they they scored more points against Alabama than they scored against New Mexico.
Oh wow, that just changes my whole day. Thanks for bringing that up.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here worried about LSU
all season. 33.
Yeah, they scored 34 on. They put up 34 on New Mexico put up 41 on Alabama. So
Poverty.
Pizza Woman, who are you talking
Um,
about having beef within the community? Are you talking about Mike Hogue? No.
yeah,
Saleen.
yes, Hogue is Michael Hogue. Yes.
What
Hey,
beef?
Yeah,
those of
Nate
you who
wants.
were,
Nate wants to know.
Yeah, why did he says
why
why
you
did you
kicked
kick me
him
out?
out?
He said, why did you kick me out? Says Nate.
Yeah.
I
Did you kick
wanted
him
to
out?
bring Lou in, and Nate was playing with his dog. It's
Okay.
nothing personal, Nate. I can only have 6 people in here. I just want to rotate
Yeah,
Lou
it was
in.
nothing
I'll
personal.
rotate.
Yeah.
I'll rotate
Here's
someone.
the,
I'll bring you back in. Relax.
Pete's in the chat and Lou's in the stream. So for lunch money, here's a good tidbit for lunch money, courtesy of the Bear on ESPN. Iowa as a favorite of 3 points or less has now won 14 of their last 15. So if you see that coming down the line later in the year, Iowa favored by 3 or less, put your money on the Hawks. They're 14-1 in those games. I think Iowa's going to run the table, go 12-0, get to Indianapolis, and lose to Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game.
No,
That's how
I think the opposite. I think they run the table, but it might be just my opinion. I do not want Ohio State in the playoffs. I hope and I pray that Ohio.
Well, I don't want Ohio
beats
State either, but I think
No, I
people
don't
are
want 'em either.
sleeping on them. I think people are not giving them enough.
Okay, what's
Giving
wrong?
them
What's
enough
wrong?
credit.
What's wrong with Ohio State in the playoffs?
They're a big threat.
If they run the table, they're in. So
They're a big impact to the playoffs. I can tell
I
you
want to
that.
know. I want to know who it is. Hogg thinks it is. He's having beef with around here because I know why he's really not here, and that pisses me off if he's running around telling people.
why is he not here?
Well, I'm not going to say out of respect, but it's not because he's having beef with people here. That pisses me off if he's going around telling people that.
Well, yeah,
I think I
Lou,
know the
me and
reason
you
you're talking
have
about,
the
and
same
I don't think he has beef with anybody around.
Well, then
Yeah,
he
I
shouldn't
like
be
Hogg.
telling people
No,
that.
I don't think he has beef with
I don't
him.
know why.
Well, then
he's
he shouldn't be telling people that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
well,
Jeff.
Colby,
you
I
both
put that
look up.
link you wanted in the private chat.
Hey, Jeff, I'm gonna try my best not to trash talk you guys because I'm not too much of a part of Team Asshole. So I'm gonna try my best not to trash talk.
Man, if I was a Georgia fan, I'd be trashing Alabama right and left right now. I get it. I understand.
No, I'd be trashing you guys a lot if when we beat you guys.
Yeah, we beat y'all. Yeah, if you think we're
I'd be talking all
talking
sorts.
trash.
Yeah, I
now.
might.
I'd be
Yeah,
talking
I
all
might. I
sorts
might
of
reserve a little
bullshit.
bit and save it for that. Yeah.
I talk all sorts of bullshit out there.
Alabama could go 45-0 the next 3 seasons. I would still be shit talking them. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm cool with that. I'd rather be anybody would, any of us. You want to be the team everybody's giving shit to. You don't want to be the team everybody's ignoring.
Yeah.
Colby, did you see the link?
Chess had this little
The link. Oh, yeah.
8-minute stream or something the other day about when's Georgia going to get the respect they're due. My God, you're ranked number 1 in the country. Everybody with a brain thinks you're the best team in the country right now.
Yeah.
Except
then he
Lincoln
came
Riley.
And then he
Except
came
Lincoln
in.
Riley.
And then he
Okay.
came in and started having an argument with Ballard.
Lincoln Riley did not vote Georgia number 1.
Okay, well, who gives a
He's
fuck?
crazy.
I mean,
Well,
gives a crap about
J-Dub,
what?
I mean, it was chess
Who gives a
considered
sh-
the
I mean,
source.
I mean, who cares? I mean,
Who cares
He's
about
looking
what?
for
Vic?
any excuse. to
no, I
attack.
meant what that Lincoln Riley didn't vote Georgia number 1.
Oh.
Who's he think is number 1 if it's not Georgia?
I guess
Yeah.
it's
I don't know.
Iowa.
I think it was Iowa. Yeah.
No. I've seen Iowa play 4 times in person. They cannot play with Georgia.
Yes, no,
Hell
you're
no,
right.
they
You're right.
cannot.
I can't.
Iowa
name,
is Kentucky.
I can't name
Iowa
two teams that
and
can play
Kentucky
with
are doppelgangers. They're the same team.
Yeah. Sure.
Same
If-
teams that will beat Kentucky would beat Iowa, and vice versa.
Yes,
If
If Iowa got Georgia on a neutral site, I think they could really mess with Georgia's offense But they wouldn't score.
But we could,
Not
but
Georgia-
we
would-
could mess
Georgia
with
would-
their offense too. So
Yeah,
our
Georgia
defense.
Georgia would beat Iowa something like 24-6,
yeah,
and it would never really be in doubt.
yeah,
Georgia
no,
would
yeah, we would,
control
yeah,
the whole
yeah,
game.
we would, yeah, we would completely shut down Iowa's offense.
Yeah. Now Iowa's special teams are very good. Their defense is dynamite. But it would be a game where if you were watching it, you'd have no doubt Georgia was in control of the game. And it was just
Right.
one of these drives Georgia's going to score on, and Iowa's not ever. And it's going to end up being like I say, like 24-6, something like that. And Georgia would be in control the whole game. That's what I think would happen if those two teams played.
And they've never played each other.
I think that's about what would happen if Georgia played anybody on a neutral field.
Yeah.
Well,
Georgia
you're going to
is
play someone on a
Georgia is
neutral
dog-
field in 2 weeks
Georgia's
and
defense
curb
is
stomp
left.
them.
Go ahead,
That's
Celine.
right.
I'm sorry.
Well, Georgia's about to play someone in 2 weeks on a neutral site. They're
Right,
gonna-
except it's
they're gonna
not,
beat the
except it's not really neutral, but whatever.
Well, it's neutral for both teams.
It's only neutral in terms of ticket distribution. That's it.
Yeah.
I bought
Jacksonville
Florida
is
tickets.
hardly a home game.
But when Florida can take a bus there and Georgia has to fly, that's not a neutral. That's not a neutral game. Not a neutral site.
All right.
You would have no problem playing in Atlanta every year.
If it were, yeah, I don't think it would be a problem.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it's close by. It's a nice city. Plenty of
Filling up
things
the
to
Benz
do.
every year.
Nice strip clubs.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess if we wanted, if we wanted to be neutral, we would play it in like Charlotte if we really wanted to be neutral. But
Hey, I don't know. Honestly, I'm not even clear. Maybe someone else is. Maybe Lou is. Maybe somebody else. I'm not really clear why the game is still being played in Jacksonville. I mean, they managed to accomplish a home and home in the mid 90s without having riots in the streets, and it looked like it was fairly successful. I would be fine personally as a Gator fan if it went to play in Athens, play in Gainesville, and
it'd be good to
and
fill up
drop
the,
Jacksonville.
it'd be good to fill up the
Maybe
swamp
it's
for
maybe
Georgia.
it's Jacksonville has lobbying capabilities that we don't know
yeah,
about
they do. But
in the game in Jacksonville.
yeah,
It'd
they
be good
do.
to
They also have a lot of old fans from both teams who have second homes in some of those beach communities down there.
Yeah, they
specifically.
got vacation
Yeah.
homes
Time of year.
Beach houses.
down
They'll
in
be
St.
good.
Simon's
Old-
Island
old-
and
Old fans
Jekyll
live
Island, where all those dog people have all those condos.
Yeah,
for
they
the
won't.
weekend.
This year they had a mandate because of COVID. All the frat boys and sorority girls go down there to Simon's Island. They won't let you drink down there no more because of COVID. So I don't know how live that's going to be.
That tastes good.
I-
Lou?
I didn't think the Alabama fan base would be able to tolerate having the Iron Bowl taken away from Birmingham
What's
and making it home and away, but it's worked out. It's added. If anything, it's added to it, and I like the idea. I mean, I'm with Lou on this 100%. You got to play if you unless you're like the U and don't have one. If you've got an on-campus stadium, that's where you play your football games. And I'm
okay with the bowl
the
games.
cocktail
because I
party
do-
is
I
a
do feel
great
like that's
tradition,
a
but I'd
reward.
love to see it in Athens and Gainesville.
Yeah. They can keep
I
the
would
bowl
love to
games
see
spread
it
out.
go
I
to-
don't care.
I would
Even in
love to
warm
see it
weather
go to
cities,
Athens again.
it's like a reward for the teams. They get a trip to Hawaii or Florida or wherever at the end of the year. But I mean, we had neutral site games like in week 3 this year. These Notre Dame playing at the Bears and all this. I mean, it's just dumb.
Even Clemson and Georgia. That was neutral site.
Georgia Tech played a game in a Falcon Stadium. Why?
Why?
It's actually the Atlanta United Stadium, sir.
Falcons. It looks like the Falcons are not playing this week. So
Yeah, Atlanta United Stadium.
Yeah.
that too.
Atlanta United. Yeah.
right.
Falcons.
I would be fine seeing the cocktail party go to home and home.
Yeah, me
I'm fine with it. I think personally, being a Floridian, I've been to Jacksonville many times. It's a shithole. Okay, I don't like Jacksonville. I think the city is poorly designed. except for the Riverwalk area. The whole city just kind of.
Well, they got rid of that.
I
That's
remember
gone.
the quote from Game of Thrones when the old lady opened the window and said, "Oh, you can smell the shit from 5 miles away."
Yeah, the
That's
landing
a
is gone.
perfect
They
quote.
leveled it. The landing is gone, so they don't even have that now.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, but you can smell the shit in Jacksonville from 5 miles away. So I'm fine moving the game to Gainesville, Athens. I think that Athens police will do a fine job protecting Gator fans and vice versa. So I think any excuses that they make about there'll be violence in the streets, the rivalry is so bitter.
Yeah,
No.
Lou.
Brian Laundrie
Stop
was
it.
a Florida fan.
Huh?
Brian Laundrie was a Florida fan. You know that?
Okay, wonderful. I'm sure there are plenty of scummy people who have been Georgia fans. So
Hey Lou, what do you think?
Laundrie's probably dead anyway.
In your opinion, Lou, what do you think is Georgia's worst loss of all time?
Oh,
Vandy at homecoming.
Or maybe
the
Georgia
all
Tech?
time. I mean, I'm not going to pretend I know every Georgia game.
It's worse.
From
I guess
the
most of
1890s.
them
Just the worst one you think.
Okay.
The South Carolina loss in 2019 was bad. The Vandy loss in 2016
Georgia
was
Tech
bad.
2016.
Home loss to Florida when we did play in Athens was bad. Was it 52-0?
Yeah, but that was awful.
Whatever. I mean that was
Yeah,
embarrassing.
the loss.
Georgia
The
Tech
loss to
2016.
Florida in 2014.
The loss to Central Florida in the bowl game in I think 2006 was ridiculous. I mean, we were bad that year, but Central Florida wasn't even good then like they are now.
Even though they beat Auburn.
Not
Does
in
anybody watch the
2006,
USA
they didn't.
versus?
They didn't even play Auburn in 2006.
But remember when they beat Auburn in the Chick-fil-A Bowl?
Yeah, that's why I said they're nowhere near as good as they are now. We're talking about 2006 here. That was 11 years before that Peach Bowl.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, actually, the loss to Central Florida. I thought it was 2010.
I thought it was 2006. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think it was 2010.
I just searched up Georgia's worst losses of all time, and at number one they put Alabama 2017.
Oh, I disagree with
What
that.
the hell? No, that's
That
a
one
great
probably
game.
hurt the
Not a-
most, but I don't think it was the worst loss in terms of quality of opponent versus Georgia.
Exactly.
I think I'm not the greatest Georgia historian ever made, obviously, but I think the worst modern day loss had to be losing to Vanderbilt at homecoming. I mean, it's homecoming
at
it's
home
fucking
on home.
Vandy,
Athens.
and you lost to them. I mean,
Yeah, in
that
Kirk's
one
first
had to be
year, that
one.
wasn't a good look.
That one didn't look good in national television.
Yeah.
No, I would
I
think
mean, Florida's worst loss all time, in my not so humble opinion, was when we lost to that FCS.
Yeah, no, actually, in 2006, we won our bowl game. Yeah, we beat
Hold on.
Virginia Tech 31-24. So.
Oh, hey, TK's in the background. I got to rotate somebody out. Somebody want to volunteer?
What about that time when Georgia Southern beat Florida?
I'll drop out, Saleen. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
man.
that was the one I was talking about. That's as a Gator. Oh, thank you, Colby. I appreciate that. As a Gator, in my opinion, that has got to be the worst loss for Florida all time, ever.
And Georgia
But I'm
Southern
sure there
almost
were others.
almost beat Georgia.
What up, TK?
Hey guys.
Nate, I'll get you back in. Don't worry about it. I'll get you back in. Just hang out.
God, Nate, I'm hardly ever on streams. You're on every. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just not in a.
No, I mean, he just turned his camera on, so I want to know. I want to let him know I hadn't forgotten about him, but he's not back there going, bitching or anything. But,
okay.
He's not bitching, and even if he was, tough.
Lou, people are saying your show last night was really good.
Yeah. We had some good calls.
What's up, BA? I'm
Especially
sad.
Raj,
BA.
I see you back there too. I'll get you in soon. Don't worry about it.
Raj.
Boy, I'm popular. Maybe.
Or, huh?
Probably not.
What was the after show?
What, last night?
Yeah. You had an after show. That's what Huffer Billy Paul just said.
Oh, I played music after the call-in show. That's what got the thing taken down. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, copyright.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Paul.
copyright. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's
He doesn't
wondering
usually
in
get
the chat now.
copyrighted.
They're wondering if
Yeah, it
you're
was.
okay.
It was
Nobody
Kanye's fault,
cares.
right?
I'm
Yeah,
turning into Celine.
Because you played, because you played a Kanye song.
See, we can ignore them too, Celine. They can
And he doesn't
talk.
get.
And we
You
can
don't get
talk.
copyrighted for your
They
Tool
don't even
songs,
look.
though.
They're not even listening to us, Celine.
Oh, it's all right. I can mute their microphones.
I get copyrighted every time I play Tool or any copyrighted song.
Well, unless you have it in
That's
the
what I love
description.
about Louis. No fucks given.
No, that has nothing to do with whether putting it in the description doesn't do anything at all.
I
Every
said, hey,
copyrighted
Paul.
song you play, you get copyrighted every single time.
I know, but the stream doesn't usually get taken down, though.
That's up to the artist. They can they have three choices. They can leave you alone, they can leave the video up but steal your money, or they can take your video down. But all three are copyrighted.
So either you
And-
get demonetized
And what do
or
they?
you get the video
And
taken
what
down.
does Tool do? Do they take your money?
Yeah, they just take the money.
They just demonetize
Yeah,
you.
so you keep.
And
so
when
you
I
keep
say
giving
Tool
Maynard,
take it down or
all your
Kanye take it
money.
down, I'm what I mean is whoever owns the rights to that song, and it's not always the band. A lot of times, it's usually a big music conglomerate like Sony Music Group or WMG or UMG, one of these huge music conglomerates that owns
Okay.
90% of the artists in the world.
I think my favorite Tool song is probably the "Your Season Is Over" song.
Yeah, that's Eulogy. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's it. Hey, Will, you've been there a little while. Can I rotate you into the background and let Jesse in for a bit?
Yeah, sure. I'll agree.
UMG, whatever that is. It's Universal Music Group, I think is what that is who took the video down yesterday.
Yeah,
What's up, Raj?
Yeah, Raj, you beautiful motherfuckers.
Hey, Raj.
What's going on? Yeah, I got up this morning and I plugged my damn phone up in my truck, and they said, I was like, well, I always listen to the show, you know, while I'm driving to the job site. And I said, what the fuck? Ain't no goddamn call-in show? And I talked to Big Lee, and he goes, yeah, it was on there, but it said stream unavailable. I said, oh, motherfucker.
Well,
Thank
you know,
I'm fucking my whole morning.
you misbehave, and the overlords in
Well, hell, every time I
in
do,
Silicon Valley
a
will
little
let you
fucking
know.
music stream, they always get shut the fuck down. I mean,
Should I take,
I just
should I
lost.
take
I
the
lost
Rams
some.
at
I lost.
9.5?
How did I lose TK? I didn't click anything.
Should I take the Rams?
What's good? What's good there, Jesse?
same old shit, different day, buddy. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know. But what do you think? I mean, we were just talking about a minute ago. What do you think about the cocktail party going from Jack's to Home and Home?
It should go to Home and Home.
I agree. I think it should too. I don't like Jack's. I've been to the cocktail party a couple of times. I've been all around Jack's. It don't do me. It does nothing for me. I don't like it. I'd rather go to Home and Home. I think the swamp would be rocking.
Football is already the sport with the least number of regular season games of any sport in America. And then you divide that in half. That's how many home games. So you have 6 opportunities a year to see a game at Sanford Stadium. But now we only have 5. We never have more than 5 home games. And in a year like this year, where we go out and play Clemson on a neutral field, you potentially limit yourself in a year like that to 4 home games. It's just ridiculous.
TK, if you want back in, baby, I'll let you back in. I just figure I'll pop in
No,
for a second.
TK's not in the background, so if she comes back in the background, we'll talk about it. I don't know. Something happened to her.
How's everybody's day?
You could just put Nate out again.
No.
I'll tell you who misses those on-campus games. I guarantee you the Chamber of Commerce in Athens wishes those games were at home, because what's a home game worth to the Athens economy? $10 million.
Yeah, see that, and that's the thing about neutral site games. The school itself might not lose out on all that much money, because Jacksonville is paying the University of Georgia and the University of Florida a ton of money to play that game there every year. But it's the Applebee's, and I'm using Applebee's as a generic term, but it's the restaurant in downtown Athens that's missing out on a significant. Without football season, a lot of these places in college towns wouldn't be able to keep their doors open.
Yeah, I guarantee
the,
you. I guarantee
the-
you. There's a ton of businesses in Gainesville would love to have another home game every other year.
Yeah.
Well, the
And
mayor
Georgia fans are going to travel. I mean,
the
Atlanta
mayor
and
of
Gainesville
Tuscaloosa
aren't
came
that
out.
far apart.
Oh,
The mayor of
Not half of
Tuscaloosa
them.
came out last year, and he had all this. He had a news conference, and he had all these statistics and all this economic impact study or whatever. And he said an Alabama home game was worth $13 million to the city of Tuscaloosa.
And half of that is Golden Flakes potato chip sales.
Yeah,
that's true. Sorry, I had to say that.
so I mean, these local economies, the mom and pa, the locally owned restaurants, the hotels, the gas, you name it, I mean, you telling me Athens and Gainesville business community wouldn't love to have their big rival come to town?
Of course they would.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah! Florida fans would travel. Georgia fans would travel.
Yeah.
It needs to be home at home. It needs to stop. We need.
I agree. It needs to be a home and home. I'm tired of it being in Jacksonville. Actually,
That's another reason I hope they stick to the plan of having first round playoff games at the higher seeded campus stadium. I mean, does the city of Atlanta really need one more football game? Or Miami or New Orleans or LA or wherever they would decide to have these playoff games? Do those huge cities that get tons of conventions held there every year? I mean, you name it. Athens doesn't have anything going for it from a tourist standpoint other than home football games. That's it.
Right. Yeah.
In Gainesville too. I mean, no one has ever woke up and go, let's go spend the weekend in Gainesville. I mean, nothing against Gainesville. We don't do that with Athens either. And you're going to say, I do. My kids go there. And, well, 100,000 people have never woke up at the same time and said, let's go spend the weekend in Gainesville. Other than
imagine
a year for a home football game.
Imagine the one-time shot in the arm for a program that would make the playoffs and potentially host a game that doesn't have a lot of tradition, a lot of history of doing things. Imagine something what that would mean to Iowa City. Iowa City's 80,000 people, so dripping wet, and to have a playoff game in Iowa City, the impact would be, I mean, like you say, in Chicago it'd just be a blip, it'd be blip, but in Iowa City it would be like a bomb going off. It'd be wonderful for those people.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I agree with that.
There's people here in Augusta that lost their houses last year because the Masters didn't come.
What? Wait, what?
You know what I mean? And that's 7 days.
Like the golfing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because they make so much money that 3-week period of the year, the week before, the week leading up to the Masters, the Masters, and the week after. There's so many people here who make such a high percentage of their income during that 3-week period that when they canceled the Masters, they couldn't afford to live. And by July, they couldn't afford to live. They couldn't support themselves the rest of the year. Lost their house, whatever. There's people here that rent their house out for Masters week, pays their mortgage for the entire year. And you get used to that. You start to treat that like it's part of your income, when you're budgeting.
Is that
and when that got taken away, for a lot of people that was like losing 15-20% of their income for the year.
Right.
Yep.
So that's how much impact a sporting event can have. It's millions and in some cases billions of dollars gone or added. If you were to add a home game to these towns like Athens and Gainesville, and Tuscaloosa and Iowa City, or
Iowa City,
Omaha, Nebraska. There.
Hey, Celine, you have anybody in the back room? Because I'm going to need to drop out here.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to drop out myself. I'm getting ready to hang up.
No, nobody in the
My
back,
son's
but
out there with
I'm
his
sure
friend. I'm
that
gonna go out there and hang out with
somebody
him.
will jump in. So, yeah, but I appreciate you two being here. I
Yeah.
always do.
Yeah, Raj, Pops, and Raj, you beautiful motherfuckers. Lou, I'll talk to you later, buddy. Vic,
All right, buddy.
I hope you got your
See you, Raj.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, thanks for the headphones, Raj.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, yeah, Nate, say you, buddy, don't get fucking high this weekend and pull that hammer out and scare somebody. All right.
I promise.
All right.
All
let's
right,
see.
there's the link. If anyone wants to jump in, I got 2 spots. Or jump back in. Listen to Lou belch into my stream. What the hell? But Lou, I wanted to ask you a question about the Bama game. Was it just me, or did you notice that Bama's defense really wasn't pressuring the quarterback very well? It's one of the reasons I think they lost. I didn't think they really pressured the A&M quarterback.
I'm trying to think back. I don't remember watching the game and going, man, I can't believe they're not pressuring the quarterback. But now that I'm thinking back, I think you're right. It doesn't seem like they got very much pressure on the. It doesn't seem like they got very much pressure, which is a little surprising because he's making his 3rd start of his career. You would think maybe, hey, let's see if we can rattle this guy or something. But maybe they don't have the ability.
Hey, by the way, Lou, thanks for the shout outs, actually. That means a lot.
Yeah, they don't rattle people anymore.
I just got a PayPal alert. Hang on a minute. I got to acknowledge that for somebody who contributed to my channel.
Dude, thank you for the
Make
shout
sure
outs.
you're acknowledged.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was,
I mentioned several times. I mentioned several times over the weekend about you being at that game.
Yeah. I told you it's gonna be loud.
Yeah, Celine's trying to read a PayPal right now. Everyone be.
Hang on. Real quick. Huffer Billy Paul sent a nice PayPal donation. Thank you, sir. He said, to the Grail Watch Fund with a thumbs up. So I appreciate that, Mr. HBP.
I have the
Very
perfect.
kind. Very kind.
I have the perfect submit your picture for the Florida Georgia game, Uncle Lou. And I promise you, I will not be beaten. it's that perfect. It's that perfect.
All right.
Mega talk.
And it involves you, Celine, too, by the way.
Oh, God help me.
So if I have your permission, can I use your face on it?
Yeah.
How bad am I going to be depicted here?
Probably a 10 out of 10.
Wow.
Depicted.
He has thick skin, Colby. It's fine. Just send it on over.
Depicted.
By the way,
I'll go ahead.
He's not sensitive at all.
By the way,
only about 1 or 2 things.
I was gonna say
sweet potato pie and the NFL,
the National Felons League.
Well, there's a couple.
The No Fun League.
Yeah.
You're not going to make fun of my religion, are you?
No, not religion.
Oh no. Yeah, it's I'm assuming it's football related.
It's graphic, but
graphic.
Yeah, it's graphic.
Graphic.
I don't want to.
Oh,
no,
it's going to be that. It's going to be a
about
picture of me without my pants on, isn't it?
No, but your pants. No.
Is it SaleenDriver sucking Todd Grantham's?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that would be graphic. Yeah.
You've got to be kidding.
You've
got to be kidding me.
It's going to be good, and the only thing I can't make fun of is religion. Then we'll be fine.
Hey, and sweet potato pie. You can't have any sweet potato pie.
I'm not going to enjoy this, am I?
Not likely. You will not enjoy the morning shoe because LSU is about to beat Florida.
Guess what I did when I was trying to cut a tree branch down?
Go ahead, Colby. Shoot your best shot. I'll survive it.
Hey, it's all in good fun, man.
I've survived a lot worse around here. So
now, of course, Ling, you could always beat him on Friday.
Ooh.
And then he can't send his picture in, and you can send one in of Colby.
Oh.
I can try to draw, but it's not really good.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, you can ask Lou. Like I've sent upward to like $600, $700 on Fridays.
Hey,
So,
Saleen.
Whoa, I don't want people to. No, you have not.
No,
You've
Celine,
been very generous, Colby. You've been very
How does-
generous,
not
Colby.
worth-
I don't
that's
want
not
people
really
thinking
worth
they
it
have
for
to.
me.
I don't want people thinking they have to send $700 just to win a pick the picture contest. That's
if it is against Celine, I will send $30.
Jesus.
At least you're not that Alabama fan from Kentucky.
I mean, just don't let them Jew you down. That's what I'm saying.
Did he just say "Jew you down"?
He did.
Golly, man, the
Not
anti-Semitism
Colby,
is
Jeez.
wrong.
Wait,
That's
Celine,
wrong.
how did your
You
day
just
on the
said
morning
"Jew
show
you
go?
down" to SaleenDriver.
No.
Hey, Celine,
What?
how did the morning show go on Monday? How'd the
Sorry
morning
about that. I apologize. I'm sorry, laughing.
I was on Tuesday, not Monday.
Sorry, Tuesday.
I was on Tuesday. I actually texted Lou after the show, apologizing for being boring.
They said the same thing, like always.
Yeah,
They always say you bore them out.
Hey, did you know I almost cut my hand off? My finger off it's been by accidentally. I was trying to cut a tree branch down. I'm gonna have a scar now, but
Why? What was this your idea or someone? told you to do
no,
it?
it was on accident.
No, I'm not talking. I mean, who told you to cut the branch down?
It was a chore to do. So my parents. So
Okay.
So we were cutting the branches down. I was doing whatever, and I missed a spot and I almost cut my finger off. But
Were you pruning?
What were you using?
Were you pruning?
No, a horse saw.
You weren't pruning.
What?
So you're cutting like a 2x4 or something?
You know
like a piece of wood?
those curved saws that you do with trees.
Yeah.
Did you say horse saw?
Yeah, a horse saw.
That's what we call 'em.
A horse saw?
I don't know. That's what my dad
the hell
calls
is
it. I
a
don't know.
horse saw?
Okay, so
No,
you're
but I was
cutting and then
I
you
was
missed and you
thinking-
almost cut off your finger.
I was thinking.
Yikes,
you-
well, that's
It's
scary.
curved. It's a curved saw that has, like, I don't know. It's sharp there.
I know what he's
Okay.
talking about. It's like a
Okay,
pruning
yeah. So
saw.
did it cut you or?
Yes. It cut
Okay.
me like 2.8 centimeters deep in my skin.
Is
So you
it? Was
weren't
it,
using a pruner?
Jesus.
was it a sling blade? What some people call it a Kaiser blade. Was it a sling blade?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so it cut. So it cut
All right,
all
I'll
the
show
way
you.
down to the bone.
Almost to the bone. Almost.
Jesus.
Wait. Turn on your camera and let me see the damage.
I mean,
Well,
it's
well, my-
stitched up, but here,
Well, my finger would have been gone, but
there.
yeah, my finger would have been gone. Yeah, 'cause
Damn,
it's, you know,
Dad,
but it's,
damn.
you got
it's
some
not as
stitches
thick as
there.
yours, so my finger probably would have been gone. But
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, don't do that no more. Bad for
Yeah.
you.
I said I retired from sawing. I'm done.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those things, man. Like,
Yeah,
really careful.
it basically just accidentally bounced on my finger and just sliced the skin off.
Did you go to the hospital? I'm guessing. you
Yeah,
got stitches,
emergency. Yeah.
But Nate, chicks dig scars.
Right? Hell yeah, they do.
Okay. Yeah.
Wilkie, 8 Camel Toes uses a Louisville Slugger blade.
What the hell is that? A cardinal?
It's like the
Wow.
Grim Reaper blade.
yeah, it's called a scythe. Yeah, or scythe. Yeah.
Oh, Sea Dog says a guy at his job cut off some fingers a couple months ago.
Oh
I-
yeah, I remember
Terrible.
that. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
Sea
that
Dog
was
said he
on the-
laughed at him.
Yeah, everyone laughed at him. Some guy said
Wait.
he wanted to get off work.
Is that
and
true?
he should've
Sea
just
Dog,
said
you
so.
cut
Yeah,
your-
they did,
They
but
look
but
like
he
this
got
now.
but he got them reattached though.
Wait,
Hey, did anybody
how's it
laugh
possible?
at you when you almost cut your finger off?
What?
Did anyone laugh at you when you almost cut your finger
No,
off?
it was just my family in my front yard. That's all.
They didn't laugh.
No, they were like shaking. Their whole body was shaking because they were scared for me if I was gonna die or something, or if I'm gonna bleed out or something like that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
God damn.
Skill saws are very. You got to be careful with skill saws.
Yeah,
I almost had an accident
that's what it's called.
probably
Skill
2
saws.
years ago with a chainsaw. I was
Yeah,
cutting and it kind of came back on me, cut my pants, but didn't get. I mean, it got me, but it didn't get me that good. But it cut my pants really good, and I learned really fast that you got to be very careful.
yeah. I'm not kind of any whatever it is at all anymore. I don't trust myself.
You need to stick to construction paper scissors.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, Sea Dog said he didn't laugh at him. That was someone else. But.
Oh, probably a stranger.
I don't think Tiger Baskins has seen the video of Camel Toes trying to cut his grass, and then I guess he resorted at some point to a
I can do
baseball
better
bat.
than 8 Camel Toes, you know.
No, he was cutting his grass with a baseball bat. If I remember.
Yeah. No, I'm
Yeah, he was
surprised.
trying to
Yeah.
cut his grass with a
Baseball
mower,
bat?
and
Yeah,
he was trying to
I think it was
flatten
a
the
baseball
grass
bat.
with a baseball bat because his
Like-
cheap ass piece of shit mower couldn't get through the grass.
Yeah,
Plus the grass is 6 feet tall.
Does Camel Toes still have all his fingers, or
Probably. I don't know.
He might
I
have all
watch
his
him.
fingers, but I really doubt he has all.
yeah?
of his
Does he
hands.
have 8 toes? Yeah. Does he have 8 toes?
Yeah. If he does,
has
he's an
8 brain
alien.
cells is what I'm worried about.
Not kidding. If you have 8 toes, you're an alien. Confirmed. In my opinion.
Well, you might have 8 toes across both feet. You know,
That's
4 on each.
ugh.
I know he has a long pinky fingernail.
No, that's going blue, dude.
He goes.
Sorry.
That's what he does with his pinky fingernail.
I thought Golden Buddha has a lot of pointy fingers, like long fingers that can. Sorry.
He has tapeworms too.
Ooh, oh, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Lots of roaches.
Oh.
He evidently has lots of roaches. You know, maybe some of them are
suck.
pets.
Yeah, he needs to
That
take
sounded
some
wrong. Sorry about that.
horse dewormer.
I don't know. I don't watch his. I'm
Yeah,
not
he's a
subscribed to his
jerk.
channel. I don't watch that crap, so I don't know what he's up to. Thank you, Lou.
Yeah. So Colby, yeah. So I saw you mention something about the World Cup qualifiers
Wait, who won?
earlier. So do you think we're gonna qualify
Please.
for the World Cup this time?
So I think we will qualify. We had, if you remember, we didn't qualify against Trinidad and Tobago.
That's
That
right.
was our cup.
And
last
Taylor Twellman went on that rant.
And well, yeah, so did Clint Dempsey. Yeah, Clint Dempsey really laid it to him. But Taylor Twellman was 4 years ago. But Clint Dempsey went on a rant too. We need to start, like, all you have heard from the USA men's national team is we are developing for the past 4-6 years. If you can't develop players in the past 6 years, then you need to get the fuck out of Dodge. I'm sorry about my language, but you need to start starting players. Like last night, we started players that I have not even heard of them. I keep up with United States soccer very, very, very well. We need to start
Already
starting
young?
players, especially during qualifying, because we didn't fucking qualify last year. We need to start starting players. We play Costa Rica at 7 o'clock tonight, Eastern Standard Time. I hope everyone watches. I hope we put on our best performance tonight. I know Christian Pulisic is injured, but there is no need for United States to not qualify for the World Cup. There is no excuse, and it pisses me off to no end.
Lou, will you make
just
another
as
rant
passionate
video if we don't
as-
qualify?
What?
I was
Probably.
asking Lou a question. You'll make a if the USA doesn't qualify, will you make a rant video again?
Probably.
It's fucking ridiculous. Like we have how many people in our country?
A billion.
340 million.
All right,
Oh.
thank you, Uncle
Thank
Lou.
you,
We have
Lou.
340 billion people
Million,
in our
not
country,
billion.
and we
Not
can't
billion.
find.
Not billion.
You're thinking of China.
I was
Yeah,
like,
billion.
I said billion.
China has like
We have
3 billion.
340 million.
Okay, million, whatever the fuck. So
I thought
how
it was
many does
350,
Trinidad have?
but never mind.
Like
I think it's
200,000.
329.5
Like
million.
it is fucking ridiculous that we cannot put on a squad on the pitch for World Cup qualifying that won't get us into the World Cup. It's just ridiculous. It blows my
Yeah.
mind.
Right. And for people that don't understand how qualifying works, we don't have to beat teams like England, Germany, Spain, Italy to qualify for the World Cup. We have to beat teams like Costa Rica, Trinidad and Tobago, the Bahamas, Canada,
Mexico.
I mean,
Thailand.
yeah. We and South America is separate too, right, Colby? We don't
Right.
even
It is,
compete
yes,
against
it is.
Argentina and them either. So we literally compete in the worst soccer region of the world and still
Right.
can't qualify for the privilege of losing at the World Cup.
The
Now-
only teams that you didn't mention is Honduras and Jamaica, which
Yeah.
are far like it's
Mexico's
just
a good one,
ridiculous.
too.
It blows my mind and it makes me frustrated. I'm about to fucking break a TV.
Yeah, these
right
countries
now.
are like the size of Alabama.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
But
we
just a
can't
little
find
smarter.
a squad. And we just want to develop players. Develop players. That's all we've heard about for the past 6 years.
That's-
Develop players. You don't
that's
have
the key.
6 years to develop players. Give me a fucking break. It pisses me
Well,
off.
the problem is there's no system in place in the United States to develop soccer players. There is no college system for soccer, basically, for all
Nope.
intents and purposes. And that's
Why
how
not?
that in the
Oh.
United States, that's how we have gone about developing our pro athletes in every other sport. And that doesn't work in soccer. You look at
So
these
there's
like in
no
Europe.
college soccer.
No.
There
If
is,
you
but-
go
There
back-
is.
some.
if-
There's
if-
some, but
there
like
is
in the
some.
the SEC doesn't even have men's soccer at all. It doesn't
Right.
exist. But
So
One
like
guy-
you look in like Europe, when you're really good at soccer in Europe, they come and snatch you up when you're like 14 and they put you in a
Yeah.
soccer
Not
school.
even that. 9 years old.
Just
9
like,
years old, and they go into their academy.
Yeah. It's just mind-boggling how we can't develop players like normally. That's the key of a sport. You got to develop players to win and stuff. And
Well, the thing is, like, SEC used to have a soccer program,
right, and
But
they got rid of
I
it.
want to say a conference. It was just Florida and South Carolina. That was the
Yeah.
only teams in the SEC. So in 2010, they had a meeting. 2010. This is 11 years ago. They had a meeting that said, "Hey, let's have a conference, SEC soccer conference." They decided no, but you know why? It's because SEC is so devoted to football. I have nothing wrong with
Right.
that. But if you want to prevail in soccer, you have to get all these young guys from Texas
Like
is one of
Mexico,
the best
whatever.
soccer programs or soccer states in America because all the kids from Mexico and everything like that. But I mean, you have to develop. When's the last time you heard of a conference with the SEC or with football, soccer? In my opinion, you haven't heard of it. It's just fucking. It's disrespectful for the country. Like, develop your people, develop your players. Like, I was in ODP, Olympic Development Program, for the Southeastern Conference, up until North Carolina.
You don't know what ODP? Yeah, you know me.
Yeah, well,
I think
I'm
we've
just-
aggravated Saleen.
I know I'm like on a rant right now, but I'm just saying, like, we better put our best players on the fucking field. If not, this manager has to go.
Well,
Wait,
the
what-
other problem is only about 10% of the best soccer players in the United States actually play soccer. The rest of them play baseball, football, and basketball.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
imagine
and
Julio
hockey
Jones,
too, but that's
imagine Julio
underrated.
Jones at striker or at goalkeeper for that fact.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no 12-year-old amazing soccer player in Germany today going, man, I'm going to switch to football. Like,
Yeah.
it
That's
like,
rare.
it doesn't happen. But here,
America,
no one, most of the athletes here play other sports. But then you look at the Olympics and you say, well, what the fuck? We win the damn javelin and shit. why can't we win soccer? I don't know. We win every
We haven't
sport.
qualified for the Olympics in men's soccer.
Who grows up being a football player and says, "Hey, I want to switch to javelin"? At the same time, no one does.
Right.
Nobody. We've
I'm just
aggravated
saying,
Saleen.
America has so much athleticism. Like, we need to, and that's what I'm saying. Get back into college. Like, make conferences. The SEC could have a phenomenal soccer conference.
Youth soccer in the United States is nothing more than a college kicker development program.
Right.
Exactly, yeah, and that's what made me, because I kicked at Lakeside. I know you know Lakeside, and I had a scholarship to Georgia Southern or go play soccer, which I've been doing my whole life. It's just fucking ridiculous.
You see, the SEC, we don't have men's soccer because here's why. The SEC gets paid a lot for all the football games, and we're popular for all the football, so that's why soccer is less popular in the SEC.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Like, but when you look at the ACC is phenomenal at soccer. Wake Forest, they like my friend went to Wake Forest, started as a freshman. Now he plays for West Ham. Like, he's not starting or anything. He's on the reserve, but he's playing for West Ham. If the SEC did what the ACC is doing in soccer, it would be dramatic. But no, we want to watch women's soccer instead.
Yeah, the freaking women are amazing.
Well, and the thing is, and this is why the European countries don't utilize the college model. By the time you're college age, you should be playing for the national team or the junior national team. I mean, you shouldn't be in college. If you're that good, you have no business going to college. You should be on a national team by that point.
Well, not even that. Honestly. Like, it's not even about college. Like, you look at, I don't know if Lou, if you watched our last game, we won 2-0. I think 2-1 maybe.
No, 2-0.
Scored our both goals. An 18-year-old scored 2 of our goals.
I mean, check out the rosters for these MLS teams. There's no Americans on there.
No.
Only American
foreigners.
Brad Guzan.
And aren't I correct here too, Colby? There's only one American on planet Earth who's good enough to play in the Premier League.
Pulisic.
No,
he's the only one, I believe, isn't he?
Pulisic, yeah. Pulisic's the only one I know.
There's 2 or 3. Timothy Way plays for. Well, you want to talk about Premier League? There's also the German league that is just as good. But yes, one Premier League player, Christian Pulisic, which is the number 10. And I don't know if y'all know about numbers in soccer, but number 10 is usually the best player on the field, and he's also the captain. And he's 22 from Hershey, Pennsylvania, or something like that.
Yeah, and he can't play for the United States men's team because he hurt himself playing in England for real money.
There you go.
And I don't blame him for that.
Oh, Slade is in the chat.
It just frustrates me, man. The whole organization for United States men's soccer is a fucking distraught. Like, it just pisses me off to no end because I've been playing this game since I was 3 years old, and
and the only reason our women are any good is because most other countries just gave women the right to leave the house like 10 years ago. I mean, eventually our women aren't going to be any good either.
Well, yeah, you look at that. Like women's soccer in the United States is phenomenal. But you look at other countries, they won't let them play.
Oh.
And if they do, they're not trained as well because.
Well, England's women team.
As a woman, what do you have to play in
the only other good
softball?
Women's soccer team that I know is
Volleyball?
England's, the Lionesses.
No, England's women's soccer is horrible.
They lost 2-1
teams. The Oriental teams have good women's teams, don't they?
Japan.
They lost 2-1 to the U.S.
Oh, I just said Oriental on accident.
Japan
Sorry
is over
about
United
that.
States right now.
I don't know the right name to call people. Chinese people. How about that?
Yeah. Japan is the best. Chinese is China. They're not that good.
Asian is a good catch-all.
Japan beat the U.S. in the Women's World Cup final.
But look, Uncle Lou, do you remember when Atlanta United ran the table, won the MLS Cup back in 2018?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know who our coach was? Joseph, or not Joseph Martinez. Tito Martinez. Tito Martinez was the coach.
Tata Martino.
Yeah.
Who's
He went
moving
to go and
furniture?
He
Yeah.
went to go and coach Mexico, which is still coaching right now. He's coaching in Mexico. But United States didn't want to hire Tata because he didn't speak English. Like, how the fuck? Like, y'all, it's just so stupid, man.
Battle Angel says Oriental is a rug. Well, I don't like women with rugs, whether they're Oriental or not.
She. I think Vic was moving
Thank
furniture.
you. We appreciate that bit of TMI. Uh-oh.
Who likes rugs nowadays?
We better make the World Cup this year.
And Battle Angel's in here to retort, I'm sure.
I just have to make one comment.
right.
Oriental is a rug, sir.
Well, I don't know. I mean, all the Chinese grocery stores around here are called the Oriental Market. That's literally the name of it, and they don't sell rugs in there. It's called the Oriental Market. And
He does have
not
a
a single
point,
rug
he
in
does
there.
have a point.
Yeah, I mean, you got me on that one, but for demographic, purposes, or Oriental is a rug. It's you don't refer to the Asian community as Orientals.
Well, Battle
I refer
Angel
to
with
them
a
as
good
Chinese.
catch-all, with a good
Korean
catch-all,
Chinese, right?
That's what
Huh?
you.
Well, a good catch-all would be Asian or
Yes, Asian would be the proper
Catch-all.
catch-all.
Did you see
Yes,
Pigskin Pete's
absolutely.
comment?
yeah, I saw that. I was about to comment on it, then I thought the better of it.
Lou
Hey
doesn't
guys,
like
I'm gonna
rug
let y'all
titles
go.
next to
Thanks, Celine. Thanks
See,
for the
Colby.
show, man.
All right, thank
See
you,
you, Colby. See you, Colby.
Colby, try not to hurt me too bad, all right?
And can I say something?
I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.
No, I was
Go
just
ahead,
gonna say
Colby.
rugs aren't that bad.
I guess that's a matter of opinion, Colby.
Hey, Salita, how you doing, man? Good to see you. And Traveling Fools was in here. I didn't see Traveling Fools come in, so good to see you.
The Braves did it last night.
Hey, Lou, he did.
No.
Me and my dad went to the game, right? And
Can you mute Michael Vick? I think he's having a seizure.
No,
I feel
I'm all right.
Vic, I'm gonna call
I'm
your
all
parent.
right. I'm all
I'm gonna
right.
call your parent. Mute
Mike,
Vic, and I'm gonna call his parent.
furniture or something.
Sorry, baby.
Huh?
It sounds like
No,
Mike Vick
I'm
is
not.
moving
I'm not
furniture.
moving furniture.
All right, well, keep it
Oh.
down over there, huh?
Can
Come
I say something? Somebody just put in the comments, great King of the Hill quote. So are you Chinese or Japanese? It was from Hank Hill.
That was Megan, yeah.
Yeah, Hank Hill said that.
That wasn't King of the Hill, right?
Yeah, it was.
but anyways,
Well, according to Lou, Chinese is everybody. It's just differentiating. So are you Korean Chinese or Japanese Chinese, right?
Right.
So
Chinese,
would Chinese people actually be Chinese?
Yeah, exactly.
I just do that to make it simpler. It's like a white person. Okay, so you're from America or England or Germany or Italy.
Yeah.
Okay, you're
Jeez.
white.
God.
It always
But-
sounds bad when a white person says it, right?
but anyways, like.
No, I think that sounds bad when anybody says it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe me, Battle. I understand. I was just trying to make a joke.
No, I
Fell
get
flat
it.
on its face again.
Another thing that makes people mad is when you ask them if they speak Mexican.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Never.
Well, no, Lou. The current term du jour is Latinx.
Well, no one speaks Latinx either.
Well, that's the new term du jour. I don't
Yeah,
make
you
this
have
shit
to
up. I just
distinguish
know-
It's not the new term to describe the language.
It's like you say all the time.
It's
I don't
Spanish.
name these people. I just have to try.
I'm not
and
talking
pronounce-
about the people.
Well, yes, but I'm
I
saying
said language.
Well,
Like,
language people, it's all
speak
supposed to be
Mexican.
Latinx.
It's
now.
not
Like,
correct to
¿cómo
say you
estás?
speak Latinese
Like
or whatever
that.
you said.
Latinx. Latinx. Yeah. Forget it, Lou. Forget all you said it.
Well,
I
it's
just
like it
I
never
lost
fails.
control
Every
of my
time I
own
go to like a
screen.
nail salon, I always get asked, "Where are you from?" America.
America. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you
It was
from?
called
Athens?
Spanish,
Augusta?
actually.
Spanish
I
is
mean
like
the
a
language.
dish. I'm just kidding.
Right. But people get upset if you ask them if they speak Mexican. That's what I'm saying.
Sure, it's
Yeah.
not Mexican,
Yeah.
it's
That's
Spanish.
true.
Yeah.
It's Spanish or Puerto Rican, I think.
Mexican Pete just said
different ones.
No, what do you
Yeah, I saw that. too.
Americans speak Mexican. Mexicans speak Spanish.
Facts.
Facts. I don't know why Pete doesn't come into the stream. I guess he doesn't.
I
feel
don't
like
know,
it.
but he likes it or not. I don't know.
Because
But-
he's a very busy and important man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
like,
got
like
What's he
Lou.
doing
lunch
here?
money. Got
He's
lunch
resting
money.
from his walk.
what is
That's right. It's 5-mile walk.
What is
I should do that.
Latinx?
Latinx is the new is the newest term du jour that's supposed to be the big catch-all for
It was
all.
supposed to be the new term for Latino.
Yeah, the Latino community didn't like the word Latino because
Why not?
it's an O on the end, and in Spanish, if you put an O on the end, the word becomes
Latina.
masculine. If you put an A on the end, it becomes feminine.
Okay.
Well,
So
they didn't like, everyone was using the word Latino, and that was male focused. And in this day and age, you can't male focus.
I know
because
male focus, even though the O, even though in Spanish at the O, the male form is also used.
Right. So in
used
order to
as it's
gender-
also used as the gender neutral form too,
Well,
or
no,
like
it wasn't
when gender
neutral
is
enough for the
unknown.
radicals. It wasn't gender neutral enough for the radicals.
Yeah.
So they came up with Latinx, putting an X on the end. Then it became gender neutral. So all the 10,373 genders that are out there couldn't be offended by Latino.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about that either. I'm calling people him or her. It's up to them
Yeah, it's
which
simple.
one of those two things. I'll call them any of those two things that they want me to. But I'm not walking around calling some individual they. I'm not doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
So usually like in
and I are on the same page on that one.
it's usually like in a group, if it's like a mix of
marriage or something like that.
of male and female, then they just use the masculine form. So
No, whatever. It's all
that's the way I learned it when I was in Spanish class. So
right. That's the way I learned
if
it
you have a
too,
mixed
but
gender group,
unfortunately,
you
I
refer
took
to them
Spanish
as
in the 70s and the 80s
not
and
the A.
in the 90s. Well, not the 90s, the 70s and the 80s. And back then, this woke bullshit wasn't in effect. And now it's all wokeism, and you've got to be woke or you get canceled and killed, and your life is ruined and all that good.
Come on.
But Lou has it right. It's he, him, she, her, and let them figure it out.
Now, I don't care what people identify as. They can identify personally as anything or anyone they want or whatever. But you can't expect 99.99% of the population who doesn't understand what you're doing to have to ask you which pronoun to refer to you as and all that kind of stuff. I mean, if you're walking around dressed up like a woman, I'm going to call you ma'am. I mean, that's just what I'm going to do. If you've got titties
Or
and a
lady.
ponytail, you're a lady.
Yeah, don't let
If
your
you don't
lion
want to be
eyes
called a
deceive
lady,
you.
don't walk around looking like one.
Right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
usually I just use they if gender
anyone-
is unknown. So you're talking about some unknown person, then I would just call them
I just
they.
go
So
with I just go with what I see. If I see a man, it's a he.
yeah,
If I see a woman, it's a she.
right. But I was just
Does
saying that when we don't know, when it's some unknown person,
y'all
normally
think,
we just use they.
Is anyone in the back
When
room?
you don't know.
Huh?
Is anyone backstage?
No.
Oh.
It doesn't matter though. You're allowed to leave even if no one's in the back room.
I mean, I'm just saying I was gonna give someone a chance if they wanted to come
I
in.
got you.
No, I'll put the
I have a
link up
question
if
for
somebody
y'all.
wants a chance.
Oh,
to
Will
come in.
wants to leave because we stopped talking about sports, I guess.
No.
I wasn't
No.
talking about
Not
sports,
that.
and then I couldn't.
I can talk about anything you guys want.
He's
Well,
mad that we
remember,
won't.
this
He's
is a
mad we
show
won't
about
refer to him
nothing
as a
in
chair.
particular.
What? Say what?
Will's mad that we won't refer to him as a chair.
A
What?
chair? Why would you refer to me as a chair?
Well, don't
to
you
me,
identify
to me,
as
you're
a chair?
a guy. So
Oh, please.
I mean,
To
maybe
me,
you
you're a guy.
identify as a chair today. I mean,
Lou,
maybe I identify as a three.
Speaking of college football,
It's fine.
you
no
know,
one was speaking of college football.
Yeah, true. That is
So,
true. That is true.
It doesn't make any sense.
See, look at Lou. He's speaking
It doesn't make
facts.
any
Oh my
sense.
God.
It doesn't make any sense, Nate, for you to go. Speaking of college football, you only do that when someone was actually speaking of college football.
See, Lou is the
Well,
guy who spits out facts.
Now, if you want to say something about college football, you can, but leave off the speaking about college football part.
okay.
Will,
Um,
I'm going to need you not to blow up Lou's head any more than it already is, okay?
Yeah,
He already has problems getting out the door.
It would be
okay?
not pretty if you did.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I bet. Too. Yep. Thank you.
As long as we stop talking about soccer, I'm happy.
Yeah. All right.
So, I was going to resume my talk about my where I went to the game, but anyways, during my time at the game, do you all know the where the bleachers that are at Memorial Stadium, like at the really top one, like the highest one on the of the stadium?
We'll take your word for it, Pete. I don't think Nate. I don't think anyone has been there.
I was at the nosebleeds, the very top of the stadium, and I was like, my heart was racing, like it was pounding really fast, and how high
That is a pretty
it
valid
was.
question, though.
Pete the Great.
God dang. I can't.
That is a valid question, Pete. But I would think the answer is
but
no.
Nate.
How about this,
Shut
Pete?
up.
How about you find out for us, and then you report back to us and let us know how that worked out for you.
You can. There's punching up. There's no difference punching man woman legally. If that's what you're.
No, I don't do that.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
I'm talking to Pete. There's no legal differentiation between punching a man or a woman.
Well, there's a moral differentiation, but there's not. a
Right.
legal one.
Yeah. I'm sure he's probably thinking more on the moral side as well.
Tennille says they teach 16 genders here.
I forgot how important morality was to Pigskin Pete.
Right. Exactly.
And to Neil, if that's true, that's.
I mean, we
frankly
know
pathetic.
Lou doesn't have, he can't distinguish between punching a man or a woman, but.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, women run around for 50 years wanting equality until you punch them in the face.
I've seen some
Then all of
women.
a sudden they don't want equality anymore.
I've seen some women in my time that could take a man's punch and turn around and knock that man out. So there are women out there that can take a punch and deliver one too. So
Oh, I'm sure there are.
there's plenty of 120-pound weakling
So-
beta males that couldn't punch a fly to death.
I mean, I just don't understand. Women want to vote and drive, but they don't want to be punched by a man. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well,
Well, I mean, the world.
But anyways,
doesn't make sense to a lot of people, Lou.
the fuck.
Look, Nate, what are you trying to say here?
I'm sorry, Nate. Are we interrupting you?
No.
Yeah, Nate, get back to your
Get back to what you were saying. Sorry.
You were on the
We'll
top
quiet down.
of the football stadium that nobody here has been to except you. Okay.
No, you're fine. But I'll keep talking. But so basically, I saw some Michigan fans, and most of them were Nebraska, which is obvious. But I had a good time, which is good.
Hey, I'm gonna wait out in the car. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
What?
So.
Oh, sorry.
After the halftime or
StreamYard
before
needs a mute
halftime.
button. Oh, they already have one.
So before halftime started, there was correct me if I'm wrong, Lou. Was there an interception before halftime when Michigan threw an interception?
I don't have any idea.
Oh, okay, you know number. That's fine. But to be honest, it was a fun game to watch, like you said last night. But I think Nebraska should have won that game because Michigan got their way to winning, but the refs were not being fair to Nebraska. But although Nebraska sucks this year, they are. I was like, I wonder what Nebraska fans feel like about this.
Well, you're a Nebraska fan. Why do you have to wonder? Why would you wonder how a Nebraska fan would feel when you are a Nebraska fan?
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Pardon.
Well, it's hard to say because I'm both teams fan, so I don't know. What I'm trying to say, I wish it was like a high scoring game, but it wasn't. But it's a good game. Oh, well, I gotta go. Oh, my mom's here. But have a good time, guys.
Dinner time, Nate.
I guess so. Well, fuck.
Have a good rest of the evening there, Nate.
Okay, see you, Bryce.
Damn.
The fuck just happened?
I don't know, man. I cannot recall.
Oh my god!
Funniest thing you've ever done.
Oh, that was golden. That's golden, Saleen.
Lou, as the most experienced YouTuber here, I got to ask the question: why is it always my streams that turn into these things?
Well, here's the thing. I don't do StreamYards, and on a call-in show, I do have to try to get through the calls quick. So I'm never in the situation that you so often find yourself in.
That's true, but I love the StreamYard stuff, and I love Nate to death.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just gotta wonder. And there's a few.
I like going on
Sometimes
other
I gotta
people's
wonder,
StreamYards.
where in the hell did this stream? What direction did I go in here?
Right. Yeah. I like going on other
Once
people's
again,
StreamYards because I can leave whenever I want.
A show about nothing in particular, right, Saleen?
That's right. A show about.
So I think that
in
particular, and I would venture to say that was nothing in particular from Nate.
Yes.
So.
But that's one of the reasons I love having Nate on here is he takes us in that direction, and Colby is back for the fourth time.
Colby, he can't get enough.
Colby can't stay away.
All right.
That's the problem.
Well,
Colby's looking for screenshots, is what he's looking for.
No.
He said he's going to humiliate me. So
I only leave to let people in. I'm a generous person.
He's a gentleman.
Thank you, BA.
we'll see. Nate's good people, though. I like Nate.
Oh yeah, he's a good guy.
That's facts, Pete. He said some people do StreamYard good. You're one of them, Saleen. Those are facts.
You, Pete.
That is true.
Pete, coming from another experienced YouTuber and all that, all that entails with this crowd, I appreciate the compliment. I really do. It encourages me to keep going and try and get a little better each time.
I think it's the best. I mean, that's my opinion. I think it's the best.
I appreciate that. I'm trying. Small channel, but trying to make it grow a little.
The only StreamYards I like is this one, and then Rogers and Vic's on Fridays. Those are the only three StreamYards.
You didn't join Vic's last stream. I was in it.
I gotta make sure I get to one. I want to make sure I get to the one on this Friday.
Yes, I do love Vic's streams on Fridays,
Yeah,
and Raj has good ones too.
Celine never comes on my streams.
I went, Vic.
I try to get on your streams, Vic, but it's around dinner time, which is important, and something always seems to come up with me on a Friday. Friday is like one of those bizarro days in my life. It's where, something happens. Either I got to do something with my folks, or one of my daughters needs something, or something's got to get done around the house.
I'm busy this Friday, so I won't be able to make it.
I will make it a point to be on your stream this Friday, Vic. I will be there.
Okay.
I'll make it a point of honor to be there.
Because I'm gonna.
Oh, that's true. Pigskin Pete is shitting all over Vic's Friday stream this week.
I know.
Why? Oh, the Clemson game.
Tater plays at 7.
Oh,
but that's acceptable.
Yeah, the Tater Man.
That's acceptable to do. If the team is playing. I mean, and you stream it.
Yeah. Who is the Tater Man playing?
That's different than Chess Hall starting a stream
playing
right
the
now
fruit.
called I'm bored.
Oh yeah,
the
that's
fruit.
right. They're playing the fruit on a Friday night. That's
And it's
right.
a road
You
game.
don't
isn't
do
it?
anything. You have nothing to do.
That's
You know
right.
you're bored. You don't have to make a stream titled that. We already know that.
That's right. They're playing.
Oh.
They're playing at Syracuse on a Friday night.
You lost to a fruit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Do you remember what happened last time? Clemson played at Syracuse on a Friday night.
That was the game where I lost all respect for Dabo Swinney.
That's right.
They got destroyed, Syracuse.
What happened? What did Dabo do that triggered that?
Put Deshaun Watson in the game with a torn ACL.
Who is Kelly Bryant?
What the?
Or Kelly Bryant.
No.
Thank you, Kelly Bryant.
Jeez.
Michael Vick with the fact checks.
Yes,
And I mean, it's the saddest thing you've ever seen, Saleen. Clemson's offensive line was worse that year than they are this year. They put Kelly Bryant in there with a torn ACL. The guy it looked like he was playing hopscotch.
That was kind of like the SEC championship between
It was awful.
UGA and Auburn. What was the Auburn running back's name?
He got a concussion because he couldn't move in the pocket, and they slammed him down on the back of his head, and that's why they took him out of the game. The concussion. And then the next day they're like, oh, by the way, he has a torn ACL.
Because excuse
Yeah.
my
Yeah, no
excuse my
shit.
language.
We all knew he had a torn ACL just by watching.
Excuse my language, but Georgia's defense is fucking scary.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Speaking
Sorry.
of that,
I
you
said
kiss your
excuse
mama
my.
with that mouth?
I said
Mouth?
excuse my language, Battle
You
Angel.
kiss your mama with that mouth?
I
What
said
Battle
excuse
Angel,
my
I've heard you
language.
curse
What happened to the
before.
spelling
Stop
bee
it.
man?
Caleb.
Yeah, what
Caleb?
happened to him? I never seen him around.
I think he's got a lot of schoolwork going on.
Yeah.
I think he did.
I guess he got real busy with school. I guess.
Oh, okay.
I'm still blown away by Florida being favored on the road by 10.5 at LSU.
Yeah,
I
you
cannot
shouldn't be.
fathom this.
You shouldn't be. I understand that. I understand why you feel that way because they've owned you like the last 10 years. This is how I felt about the Florida game forever. It didn't matter how good we were and how bad y'all were. I never thought like we were going to win the game. But LSU really is that bad. Like 3 of their best players are now out for the year. They had another one this morning announced he's done for the year with some kind of an injury. They're literally they're not going they're going to win one more game all year. They're going 4-8. They're really that bad.
Well, I think if
I'm gonna bet Florida.
when LSU loses, Coach O is gone.
Yeah, he's not going to be the coach next year. I don't see any way you can
Well, I'm saying
justify a
after this-
4-8
Who
season.
is?
After this
So
game.
who is?
Oh, I don't know if they'll fire him during the season or not. We'll see. But
Yeah.
If you've got the 5th most talented team in America and you go 4-8, there's no excuse for that. You got to get gone.
Who is?
I think I don't know if losing to Florida by itself would solidify that, but losing to Florida and Alabama, that would do it. I mean that would be the end of.
It was Florida and Alabama and Auburn. Yeah, that would do it.
Oh, they got to play Auburn too. That's right.
No, they already lost to Auburn. Yeah,
Oh, they that's right. Jesus,
that's right. They lost to Auburn at home for the first time since 1999.
1999.
Oh,
That was a big year.
Hey, Battle Angel.
Maybe Florida could do it. Let's see.
Hey, do you have a Apple TV by chance?
I do not have Apple TV.
Oh shoot! I was gonna ask you to watch Ted Lasso. I know Pete requested it for Lou for him to watch. It's a great show. Y'all should watch it.
I have heard. I've heard people say that it's a great show.
Watch who?
It's
Ted
called
Lasso.
It's called Ted Lasso. It's about a college football coach going overseas across the pond to England and coaching a soccer team. It's funny. It's a good show.
That has comedy written all over it. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh yeah.
I do, however, need a new series to binge. So
what's that?
I don't know. Any suggestions? Any suggestions you have would be looked into definitely. So
Yeah, I started watching Squid Games.
Oh, you did start watching it?
Yeah, I've seen the watched the first episode. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I still have to watch the last 2 episodes.
I mean, I like it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch the rest of it.
I found a new series. I found some video clips on YouTube that have intrigued me. So I found a new series that I've decided to binge, and that's called The Expanse.
What's
sci-fi.
that about?
I know nobody here likes sci-fi except me. So
I like sci-fi.
So I don't know much about it, but the clips I've seen online make it. It looks pretty interesting. So I'm gonna start.
I mean, now I don't like sci-fi to the extreme where I go to like those.
Sorry, 2 people at once. I missed.
So are all the Squid Game episodes? Are they all as long as the first one?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
How long are they?
So, and I mean, I get it though, because I mean, the first episode was a little slow in the beginning. I mean, Lou and I thought that too when we first watched it. I mean, it starts off really, really slow, but I mean, the episodes definitely get better and more gorier.
Yeah, by like episode 3 on, every episode is great. The first 2 are kind of slow. Hey, has anyone else noticed that Michael Vick doesn't have any conversational etiquette?
Thank you, Lou.
You've noticed that, Will?
I have actually.
Yeah.
Way to throw him under the bus, Lou.
Queen, you noticed that?
Etiquette?
He doesn't have any conversational etiquette. He likes to talk over people. You notice that?
Okay.
I think I'm guilty of that too a little bit. So
yeah, sometimes I get.
Well,
sometimes.
when there's 6 people, it's hard to get in anything when everybody's trying to talk. So
And there's a lot of delay.
Look, Vic is just trying to insert himself. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
Hey,
nothing
you know
wrong
what?
with that.
You know what?
Vic's
I'm
very
on your
aggressive.
side, Michael Vick. You don't intrude on anybody. I'm on your side, brother.
That's right. I don't take any offense to it, Vic. So you're good. You're good in my book.
Yeah, nothing's
I don't
wrong
take
with
any
it.
offense either. I'm just pointing out the obvious.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a big problem.
Well, in Vic's defense, it happens to all of us, but more importantly, I'm not naming any names, but I could think of 4 people right off the bat that are more guilty of it than Vic is.
Caleb Watson.
Yes, I would have to agree with that. So
I'm not naming any names.
I know one of them is beefing with you.
You know who talks over a lot of people is Go Bucks. I've noticed like a lot. He calls into Lou's stream a lot. Go Bucks talks over Lou like he's not even there.
How about the guy? How about the Alabama fan from Kentucky?
Oh, he's on a milk cart. We will never see him again.
Was he the guy that was betting you $1,000 or some nonsensical figure like that?
Yeah, he makes more money in a day than I make in a year, and $1,000 is nothing to him. And blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Oh, that's the same guy.
You will never see him or that money ever. So.
Hey, and I want to ask y'all too. I have a bet, $100 bet. And it's already been saved through Alan B. He sent the money. I sent the money through Bluegrass Sports Media. I want to ask you, Saleen, Lou, and Vic, and Will, and Battle Angel. They are supposed to go 11-1. What do y'all think about that for Kentucky?
They're going to be favored in the rest of their games.
Yeah, I mean,
Now,
Kentucky's gonna
Tennessee
be
keeps
favored
getting
over
better.
Georgia?
That's a potential loss. If Tennessee keeps getting better, that could be an interesting game. They play Louisville at the end of the year, and that's a rivalry game. But I do think Kentucky will be favored in the rest of their games.
If they keep playing well, their only loss will probably be to Georgia.
See, I thought I made a good bet at the time, but now it's looking like, yeah, they're gonna have one loss upcoming Saturday. But
I wouldn't say it's a bad bet. Like, I think if you went to Vegas right now, I think they would put the over under wins for Kentucky at 10.5 or 11. I think you're right on the money.
Oh, let me see the.
It's going to be 10 or 11 wins, so it's not a bad bet, but it's one that you could lose. I bet 100. Somebody sent me $100. I've got Georgia minus 23 this week against Kentucky.
The over under is 45.5.
The what?
The over under for Kentucky Georgia is 45.5.
Yeah, I don't bet over unders.
And then the spread is 23.
Right. I've got Georgia minus 23 for $100 against a guy, and he already sent the money.
How much?
$100.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know, Colby. So you're asking the wrong lady.
That's fine. I know you have great insight. That's all I ask.
Not when it comes to things like that. So.
What did he ask?
He wanted my opinion as well as all of y'all's about the bet that he made. So.
Oh.
I can't really say too much.
Or my thoughts, I guess.
We lost to Kentucky, so I don't know if Kentucky beat us so much as our coaches beat us, but we lost to Kentucky. Bottom line.
Well, all I know is Kentucky in a New Year's Six bowl, Alabama in a Citrus Bowl, Clemson in a Belk Bowl. Fucking poverty, man. Fucking poverty. The taters and the grumps are living in squalor. Look, Alabama and Clemson playing Christmas bowls, and then on New Year's Day they got to sit around and watch Kentucky play in the Sugar Bowl.
That's just.
I got a worst case scenario for Florida. I wonder if Florida would end up playing Clemson.
I would say the same thing. I hope Florida plays Clemson. I think that would be a great matchup.
Oh, give me Alabama versus Clemson in the Disappointment Bowl.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Listen, guys, I'm going to wrap the stream. I've been on 2.5 hours.
Fair enough.
I want to go get something to eat. And
what are we supposed to do now?
Supposed to get on out of here.
Get out of here.
We're going to wait for that United States national team to shit the bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can watch that game in about an hour and a half. You can go watch the soccer game.
All right. I'll talk to all of you later. Saleen, I would just like to leave you with this.
Oh, see you, Lou. I'm gonna head on
out sooner.
I'm gonna head on out of here. I'll see y'all soon. Take care.
Goodbye.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Saleen.
All right,
I'm gonna head out.
And Colby, try not to hurt me too bad, please. All right. Well, that's it for this episode of Wednesday Afternoon Live with me, grumpy old SaleenDriver. Talking about soccer. God, that's got to be the low point of my streaming history. Is I let soccer conversation happen on my stream. Well, you know what? I was talking hockey, so I figured balance it out. We can talk about something I really love and listening to people talk about a sport that I really don't like very much. But that's why I say all the time it is a stream about nothing in particular. Anyway, thank you guys all for being here. Pizza Woman, Pigskin Pete, you've been here a while, man. That's fantastic. Tennille, I know TK was here for a few minutes. I appreciate that. P Digits, Baylor Man, Bulldog JC was here. Beggin Megan was here complaining about living in Gainesville and having to put up with Gainesville people, even though he could easily move. Floridian was here, one of my watch guys. Traveling Fools was here. Tennille. Oh, Lord. Wilkie was here, or Waikiki. But I call him Wilkie because that's the proper way to pronounce his name. Just all you guys. I appreciate the hell out of you all being here supporting the channel, supporting me. And thank you, of course, to Alpha Billy Paul for the PayPal donation to the Grail Watch Fund. I really appreciate that, sir. Y'all have a good rest of the evening. We'll see you on other streams, I am sure. I am not going to be doing a live stream of a football game this weekend. I will be at a car show on Anna Maria Island. I might stream from there for a few minutes, let you guys see some really beautiful cars. I know some of the cars that are going to be there, and they are fucking gorgeous. And I'll put a stream together for that. But no live stream this weekend. Maybe next weekend. I'll definitely do it. Anyway, see y'all on the next stream next week for episode 78. Until then, y'all have a good rest of the evening. Go Gators. Screw you haters. See ya.